I'm doing my part. 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 I'm doing my part.
God, do I look like a mess? Hold on. Let's move this back a little bit. There we go. That feels a little bit more comfortable. I saw the insistence to start. So I was like, oh God, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, all I did was go down to the bloody tea station and I was like, why is my hair all bada? I don't even know what that is. But anyway, hi guys, good morning. I am feeling a little headachy, and so that kind of sucks because I feel like I've been headachy all bloody week and it hasn't gone away, so that's not very fun. I am here, sorry, I was just moving that out of the way. So be gentle with me. Be gentle with me. But I've been taking off so many days because of the stupid headache that I was like, no more. I shan't be doing it again. As you can see, I'm a little unorganized as well, but we're getting there. Thank you for the follow as well. If you have a question for me, please let me know because that name implies as such, but I don't want to make assumptions, you know. The tea station is uphill both ways, exactly. I have taken some headache tablets. I think that's why I slept in as well, as I'm just not feeling 100 and it sucks. But like I said, I think that going forward, I want to push through that a little bit more. We'll see if that will be for the better or the worse. But I have, you know what? I've had enough time off. It's time to knuckle down. It's time to get back into it. It's time for us to be more consistent instead of this loosey-goosey, do whatever you feel like when you feel like it nonsense. No, we must bring back the regularity. And that sounds like I want to eat more fiber or something. But anyway, so my point is that I don't know how long I'll go for today. I'm just seeing where I'm at. Prunes help. Well, I don't need that much regularity. What are we getting into? I have no idea, Boltron. We're doing our thing. Hi. The feeling when your ad break gets stuck at 0 for 30 seconds, so you refresh and get another ad break. Oof. That's rough. Hey, Manny from Perth. We've got a few people from Perth in our community. Welcome on in. G'day. I don't even feel like I can say g'day properly. Yesterday, no, the day before, no, the day before. Anyway, last stream, I was talking about my accent and how I can't do an Australian accent. I don't even think I can say g'day like an Australian. G'day. We accept lack of streams if it means an increase in quality. Well, can we really say it's been increasing quality? I'd say that I've had a little bit more energy when I have been live, today being a bit of an exception, but nonetheless. Unemployed gooner. Do you know, I don't actually know what the word gooner means. I feel like I should probably learn that because it seems to be an ongoing thing on the internet that comes up. Yes, brick walls. I'm in an attic. Hi, Lucifer. How you going? G'day, mate. Love prunes. The Spency ones have an orange infused lot. Ooh, that is fancy. But yes, I do like dried fruit a lot. I'm more of a dried apricot girl, but I don't know what that I don't know what that is. This equals a goon. So like someone who likes to engage in various activities. How is that a bad thing? Gooner definition. Apparently we're doing some learning today. That's what we've started off. Ooh, I've never tried dry blueberries. That sounds really good. Cranberries are good though. I accept this. I like cranberries in my salad. Told you I would return with good news. Bittersweet. Bittersweet. So I'm going to say you got a new job, but it's not in England. That's my guess. Tell me. Gooning is wanking? Gooner is a term with two distinct, unrelated meanings. A fan of the Arsenal Football Club, but in internet terms, or slang rather, it describes someone, often a male, who is addicted to porn or engages in gooning, a form of extended hours-long masturbation involving constant edging. Oh, okay. So I guess, yeah, it is like wanking, but like a particular type of... It's like a kink in a way. It's a particular type of... It's not just like start it and go for it and finish it. It's like this. Okay. So why is that a bad thing? Goonette Maxine, yeah, that's the one. What's a live stream about? People ask that every single time we go live recycle removals, and I still don't have an answer. Say stupenda. Oh, well, it feels like you're adding to my Lorem ipsum, but I feel like the word stupenda, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. So anyway, I don't know the answer to what we do on this stream. I always say I compare it to getting a cup of coffee with a friend. You never know what you're going to talk about. And apparently today we're learning what gooning is because it's been said so many times on the internet and I realize I never actually looked it up, which is very uncharacteristic of me. I tend to like to look up what words mean, but that one I felt like in context I kind of understood, but then I realize now I didn't understand it. Anyhow. Why does it... No, it didn't say only males. It said predominantly males. Often males. It didn't say only. It said often. But anyhow, it's because of the myth that people have that women don't partake in these things. I'm going to be more careful with my words. Back in the day, Nagunu likes to drink a lot of cheap wine. Well, that's just the Aussie in you, of course. It didn't say only women, only males. But oh yeah, women also don't do that thing. That's sacrilege or whatever they say. We didn't even get 10 minutes into it and we were straight on there. Maybe the YouTube VOD will get, what's it called? Blacklisted for it. While waiting to hear back from my work lead, I was surprised by getting conditional offer for grad school. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. That I know that you were looking at moving, but nonetheless, the fact that you got an offer is something to celebrate. Congratulations. I hope that you enjoy. I know sometimes it can be nice to have a break between study, but I'm sure you'll do excellent. I'm a male and do Kegels daily. Well, I'm sure that's a good thing, right? Kegels are supposed to be good. Hi, Elon. And hi, Galactic. Ooh, I like Tamales, galactic tamales, nice. Tamales for you, thank you. Offer for grad school, you've been headhunted by education. That is very cool, exactly right. I could drop 1,000 compliments, but I'm not going to get all parasocial, thank you. Compliments don't imply parasocialness, though, you know. One can compliment a stranger, thank you very much, but I do appreciate the comment because my first minute of me going live was I feel like crap, so the glowing must be just like some sort of radiation that's going on. But I think I have figured out why my headaches are being caused, because I thought it was my monitors. For those who who do not know, I have a terrible old TV as a monitor right now. So I thought that was causing my headaches. But the last couple days, I haven't really been on my computer. I decided I'd step away and just kind of reset, rest, do all these things. And I still had headaches. So now I'm convinced it's how I sleep. Is it us? Yes, it is you. It's the YouTube chat. So I think that it is, unfortunately, how I sleep, because I sleep like an idiot, apparently. And so it causes a muscle issue right here in the back of my neck. So I think that's what the problem is. Do a song. You must... okay. Sun goes down and we are here together. Fireflies glow like 1,000 charms. Stay with me and we can dream forever. If anyone knows this song, I will give you like a sub. I don't know. Right here in my arms tonight. If anyone knows that song, I don't know what I will do, but I will scream. I will scream. It has been a little bugbear of mine. Something reminded me of a particular set of musicals, and so I had to go for one of those. Oh, please. You're gonna compare Ariana Grande? Can't you at least compare it to someone a little bit more achievable? Like, I don't know, Delta Goodrum? That's another one that came up on my head. From my head. I don't know. It came up recently. Anyone who knows Born to Try as well, so... Shout out to my Australians. I listened to that song and I was jamming hard, I tell you what. I was just like, I was born to try. And if you think that was bad, listen to the song, because I think I actually did a pretty spot on impersonation, if I'm going to be real honest with you. Sounds vaguely familiar. Was it from a Barbie movie? Well, how would you know if it's from a Barbie movie? Plus, you already have a sub. I can't give you a sub. But yes, it was from a Barbie movie. But which one? Which one? A very specific one. I went on a bit of a little me time, and I went and listened to a whole bunch of Barbie movie musical songs. It was very embarrassing, but that's what I did with my off time. I was just like, I need to know these answers. But no, not Mariposa. Mariposa doesn't sing songs. She's just a butterfly. Anyhow. But yes, I have looked up a medical professional for this. It's basically... that's how I know I sleep funny. So I need to do a whole bunch of exercises. So I need to go find a physio again rather than just a GP. Australia, that's the one. This is the most proper Aussie accent I've ever heard. I'm not Australian, so that's why it might be a little bit odd to hear. But nonetheless, hi Kiwi Rob, good to see you. G'day mate, Australian question. Australia is roughly the size of the continental US, but had the population of Texas. How are they getting fresh shrimp for the Barbie in the middle of the outback? They don't. That's something, the tiny population that they have compared to the size of the country is very much dominated in coastal regions. So I will let you figure out where the shrimp, they call them prawns over there, come from with that knowledge. Perhaps it's a fever. I hope it's not a fever. But we need more cowbell. Okay, let me just double check. Can you really afford your YouTube getting demonetized? Yeah, exactly. Have any gaming sessions? Other than Pandemic, I play a lot of Pandemic. And D&D in IRL, but Pandemic I play by myself. It's a game made for 2 to 4 people, and I have it on Steam. and I play it by myself. Anyhow, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh yeah, and I made it so that I can get notifications from YouTube now. That's the only piece of work I did the last couple days. Anyhow. I also finished my engineering degree yesterday, said Lucifer. I suppose that's good news. That is very good news. Congratulations. You won't have a headache anymore. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate that. I did take some pills just before stream, so hopefully they kick in nice and quickly. Never heard you sing before. You have a lovely voice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't consider myself a great singer, but I do like singing, and so it doesn't take a lot to convince me to do it. However, the problem I have, I guess, is when one sings like karaoke or whatever. I have a very narrow, what's it called? Range. I have a very, very narrow range. So I sing okay in this range, and that's about it. And I only consider myself singing okay. I am well suited to being a background alto singer. Like, I am not a frontman. What's the gender neutral term for a frontman? A front woman is not gender neutral. A front person. I'm not the face of the band, but I can stand in the background and do shoe-ups. I can hold a tune. I know how to harmonize. In fact, I love harmonizing. I'm a shoe-up kind of background girl, you know? Choir, but alto. I can't sing very high. Anyhow, let me catch up some more. Was it the one with the boat? I would have to look up the name. There are boats in Barbie movies, but the one I'm talking about, I wouldn't say has a lot to do with a boat. There's one song on the boat, and that one is a beautiful, beautiful duet. And so I wouldn't say this movie is about a boat, but there is a boat in it. What a dreadful way to talk about it's not a bloody football match rooting for. I love it. Do Australians call Australian rules football Australian rules football? No, they call it Aussie rules. Is the one. Hi, Caleb. You say it too? Yes. Anywho. Prawns and shrimp are bigger. Prawns are big. Wait. Okay. I am already realizing how, bad my thinking and brain is today. I cannot read. And it's not because the text is small. I'm seeing the words and I'm repeating the words, and the words that are coming out are not the words that I am reading. So that's gonna be what today is like today. Wise words. Anyhow, prawns and shrimp are different. Prawns are bigger. I got there in the end. Oh, goodness. I didn't know that. I don't eat them, so. Nonetheless. I am on pills. I am. Hi from the UK. I'm also from the UK, but I'm not British. But I am in the UK myself. I don't appreciate you moving so fast from the gooning talk. It betrays the very essence of it. Hilarious. I guess going back to it would help the gooning, but you know what? I think that you raise a good point, but it's not one that I shall be indulging in, you know. How are you? Take Instagram? I'm not sure what that means, but I am on Instagram if that is what your question is. Lead singer, thank you. Kia ora, Schlampa. Kia ora. Good to see you, Boba. You were in tune and you had a nice vibrato. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's nice. Island Princess! That is correct. It was Barbie as the Island Princess. I don't know. I'll give you a solid thumbs up. Woo! Exactly the same here. I can help, but there no way I could carry. Yes, exactly. Just do a little shoe up. Blame the pills. It is not the pills. I don't think it's that I'm still waking up. So my alarm usually goes off at about 7:30 in the morning. And then of course you have the snooze alarm. So I get up at 7:40. And I take a short amount of time to get ready. But I will say that the last week I've just been lying in bed, and it's not because it's been cold either. It's actually been quite nice. Yesterday was glorious in Southampton, I tell you what. And so I've just been kind of soaking in the sun because my room, the sun is, now that it's getting closer to summer, is hitting my bed in the morning, and I'm just like a cat curling up in the sunshine. So I've been late to streams this week not because I've been asleep, I've just not gotten up. However, today in particular, I just slept through my alarm, so I guess I might still be waking up a little bit. But it has been an hour now. It has been a while, you know. Let's do gambling? I mean, how? Hi, Shawty. How you going? Gambling harem. Ooh. Are you well good? I'm not well good. I've got a headache, but I am well enough. You got a big microphone. This is not a big microphone. If you look at other people's microphones, you can tell that this is actually rather compact. I can show you if my other microphone is here. It is not. It's in the other room. But this is this maybe it's that I have tiny hands and it makes... I'm not going to finish that sentence. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate the compliment on the hair. Did I mention 14 inches? Not yet, but you know, now you've done it. So congratulations for saying your piece. Acknowledging that I brought up a good point with Goonie was good enough for reward. Hilarious. I take 2 hours to wake up. I usually get up around 6, 7 a.m. I mean, I had to when you put the ellipses there. Mornings can die. It's been cold here and I had such a hard time getting out of bed. I'm wearing these 3 shirts and 2 blankets. Well, I have just learnt about togs. And no, New Zealanders, I don't mean togs, undies. I do just mean
I'm doing
togs.
my part.
I mean togs on a blanket. I've never heard the term tog for a blanket as in measuring how warm a blanket is, or a duvet rather. Aussies would call them doonas. Comforter would be the Americans. I've never heard of the term tog, but apparently that is how you know how warm of a duvet to get. Is it that clever? Isn't that clever? This should just be a constant thing. Why have I never heard about the term togs before when trying to buy a duvet? I don't understand. Strange, my wife is from there. Well, so am I. What are you implying, some dude? I didn't think that sort of tog pluralized. I know from keeping babies warm. Gotcha. They say gingers are always being destructive because of curiosity, like my cat. I do like to set things on fire, but I think that's more of a me thing than the ginger thing. Yes, a lot of people I think I'm Australian. It's not the first time. It's not going to be the last time. It is a common misconception. I don't blame anyone. Don't worry. Can I do a confession? We do sometimes do confession streams, so yeah, you can save it, but you can do your confession if it is PG. Hi, Joe. Hi, Dan. Are you still boring the shit out of everyone? Well, probably, but I wouldn't... you know what? Not everyone. Some people, like yourself, Dan. Maybe I'm boring the shit out of you, but it sounds like you got stuff stuck up there, so it probably helps that you get something and get everything moving, you know? But people seem to be coming back, so that's indicative enough, right? That we're doing an okay job, right, guys? Right? I know I've got a headache, but please, am I doing okay? I'm not Australian, no, I'm a New Zealander. I'm not from South Africa either, but I do like that. I saw some dude, that was your question, but now you know, New Zealander. I want to learn how to do a South African accent, though. They're very fun. Hi, Jesus. I'm new here. You have a pretty smile. Thank you very much. I'm sure you have a gorgeous smile yourself. La 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 la. Yeah, little, where was that? Cute girly hands, exactly. My hands are so petite. I'm just like a little petite little girly. America, my girl, is from Wanganui. Oh my god, that's so cool. I don't think any of our Kiwis in chat are from Wanganui, but we all know where it is. So that's very cool. The fact that she's gone, well, I'm assuming that you guys are in America now, but Hell yeah. Shout out to the New Zealanders. I'm not from South Africa. I'm from New Zealand, actually. I'm a universal being because I live in
I'm doing
universe.
my
That's
part.
cute. We all know ginger cats share one single brain cell, but like a bit like gingers and souls exactly. New Zealanders just moved to Australia and become pyromaniacs. Joe, I thought this was like your first time here. Have you been long time watcher, first time caller? Because that's like literally my whole shtick before I moved to the UK. I moved to Australia from New Zealand, and then I set a whole bunch of things on fire on stream. Anyway, you've profiled me very quickly, I'll tell you that. But yes, tog is insulation, and the higher the tog, the warmer the blankie. Hi, dingers! Yes, go get some sleep. I'm hoping that next week we will start having some streams where the Americans don't have to be up at 3 in the morning. So we're working on it. We're working on it. You can't talk about starting fires and expect me not to fall for you. Well, you know, there's evidence out there on the internet. So Kiwi indeed, Cleveland. Cute voice. Thank you, Dunham. I am from Gingerland. It's true. It's true. 3 a.m. Yes, yeah, go get some rest. Love the All Blacks. There we go. Hugs from Brazil. Obrigado. That's the only word I know, so don't expect me to say anything else, but I have learnt that one. I don't even know what is hello in Portuguese or Spanish, because they'd probably be the same, right? I don't know. I'm sure someone will teach me. I actually think your smile is below average. Well, you know what? Someone had to say it, Joe Boy, and I appreciate you having your own opinion, and that's based. I like it. Do you have an example of an above average smile so we can compare? Do Australian women really love Americans? No. Not that I'm Australian, but I can speak on behalf of them. I'm not gonna say that they hate Americans, but I'm sorry to the Americans. The Aussies don't talk very well about them Americans. I'm just telling it like it is. Maybe it's anecdotal evidence, but it is a common thing to be able to just kind of speak somewhat patronizing, I think would be the word I would use. They don't like the American tourists because they're loud and obnoxious, which is hilarious because the Australians are the loud, obnoxious tourists in other countries. So there's a little bit of hypocrisy going on there, a lot of bit of hypocrisy, and then they're quite patronizing. I think that this is a lot of the world will use the word dare I say it, stupid. Now, I'm not saying I use this word. I'm actually one of the people who are like, guys, you can't just generalize a whole population. You can't. But you asked. You asked. I agree, Joe. Hilarious, Kyle. Anyway, below average smile. As long as it's just like not, as long as it's not, commentable, I suppose. Maybe people keep on saying it's a nice smile because they're like, ooh, it's a nice smile. Like it's a sarcasm, and I'm not picking up on the tone because of it being text. I lived in Hamilton. What the heck? What the heck? I'm from Hamilton, some dude. That's where I'm from. But I understand it not being your favorite place. But that's where I'm from. Oh my god. My goodness gracious me. I can see an Arsenal fan, as in a gooner. I just learnt this word. No, I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a Brentford Bees supporter. Go the Bees! Anyhow. Yeah, Quokka's been in and out. So Quokka wouldn't have seen the arson. But Arson, anyhow. Roblo, jump to the forefront. There we go. I always felt brick walls were the best background for a comedy show. Well, you'll be very disappointed in the stand-up material then. Americans think everything they are saying is important. Well, look, it's a very large country and a lot of the people never leave it, and there are a whole bunch of things going on. It's understandable why they think things rotate around them because that's what everyone tells them. Be life, exactly. Always wanted to go to New Zealand. I'm from South Africa. living in Ireland. That's so cool. I just visited South Africa in February, actually, just on the Western Cape. It was beautiful. I loved it. I'm definitely wanting to go back at some point. Tons of ignorance here in the US. Yeah, but like that's the whole world, you know? So cute ginger. Thank you, Remix. Appreciate it. I Night Whisperer. I thought Aussies are from Britain. Only like several generations. Hola, of course. Thank you. Hola is hello in Portuguese. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Das sicherlich ein wunderschönes Wüstfach. Was ist Wüstfach, Rhino? Wüstfach. Fach. Ich weiß nicht, was Wüstfach ist. Mein Deutsch ist okay, aber da sind viele Wörter, das ich kenne nicht. So, Wüstfach ist nicht ein Wort, das ich kenne. Okay. Are you calling me American? I wasn't calling you American. Do you have royal bloodline? I mean, technically, yes, but I don't want to get into it. No chat delay. You mentioned starting fires. I would have never seen you before. What happens here? I don't know what happens here, to be honest, Job. My wife has royal blood, and I'm from Switzerland. Very cool. Hello from Switzerland, I guess. Dalton would be ashamed. Need to be up in 8 hours, so I'm heading to bed. Thanks, Cassidy. Much appreciated.
I'm doing my part.
Oh, thank you for the hugs. Okay. Hola, there we go. Sorry, I'm really behind chat. My brain is also very behind. Can't spell it. Do you have fire? Fuego, I think. You're charming and lovely. No, that's you, Anima. That's you. The Aussies I met in America were quite lovely. Well, that's good, because I find that they can be quite obnoxious, but sometimes that depends on which country they're visiting, you know. Schöne Frau, Dankeschön. Last stream you remember? Well, there's the last stream I remember and then the last stream that just came up. And I don't want to talk about the last stream that came up because that one was really, really, really embarrassing and that's why I laughed. I can't do it. It's okay. Well, once I caught up, maybe, if you remind me. Maybe Americans don't give a fuck. Yeah, exactly. The Americans that travel to places like Australia are yuppies. Yeah, I guess so. But that's the thing, is I feel like the Americans, there's so many people that some will care about how people view them and others will not care. And so it's just like, that's why I'm like, I don't know why there is this generalization, but like I said, that can be about any group. Okay, almost there. I always think what I say is not important. Yeah, just nothing that anyone says is important, really, if we think about it. It's just, I mean, maybe if we're looking at experts trying to give us advice of health or whatever. But if you're having a conversation with someone, we're literally just spewing sounds out for the idea of socialization. And not everything has to be important, and that's okay. We don't have to be, you know, trying to come up with these abstract ideas. Most of us are just living in a world until we don't. So it's okay. You don't have to be saying important things. It depends on the traveling person. This is about the obnoxious regardless of where they're from. Exactly. I think the same thing, Michael, where it really does not matter about their country of origin. I love all your teeth, even my wisdom ones. Pretty girl, hi Jason. Yeah, we were there. I hate sleeping, you poor thing. Sleep is great. Be life. We should all meet up in Hamilton and have some tea. Well, I should be back in like October. So anyone else who's there in October, let me know. Thank you for the subscription. You can call it the Clementine Comedy Tangela Show. Pomelo. How you going, Citrusella? Hopefully you have been getting some rest. Love to eat fish and chips with you. Even a cream pie after as well. Lucky ducks. Unfortunately, I am a vegetarian, so I shan't be eating fish. Do gingers have souls? No. The rumors are true. I'm from the US, but let me be clear. Fuck Trump. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is some people voted for him, some people didn't vote for him. I don't think that we can pool everyone in America together to be like, whatever. I don't even know. Anyway, we don't need America and its army. We're strong without them. We're not going to talk about armies and military and wars or politics, but consider me giggling. Hi, Gum. The best idea for the brick to left, you need that worm from the labyrinth. Hello. Did you say hello? No, I said hello. It's early morning. It's only 9 a.m. Voltron. In answer to that one. Getting you a shirt that says, ask me about my royal bloodline. I don't want people to know, thank you. I love Jamaica. There we go. Well, I've never been, so I can't say what I know about it, but welcome. Hi from Georgia. Hi. Y'all watch? No, I don't know. Bob LePonge? Is that SpongeBob SquarePants? I'm assuming that is. Anyhow, communication is beautiful. It is, but it doesn't mean that it's important. It's just, look, I love yapping on the internet. I love having chats with new people. I think it's amazing. It's one of the best things in the world. But in terms of trying to put value on it and importance, maybe, you know what, now that you have changed my mind. You have changed my mind. Now that I've said these things out loud, I could see that it has importance. But it doesn't mean that what we say is important. It's about the socialization, the communication, the conversation that has importance. But the content, perhaps not so important. If I ever go to Australia, I'm just going to wear a belt full of cans of VB and I'll be fine. Exactly, you'll be fine. Especially the wisdom ones. Very good. I love your Jamaican accent. Thank you. So we're dabbling into philosophical waters every now and again. Thank you for the sub. Clem sold her soul for me for my prime sub many moons ago. Exactly. YouTube needs to know that Twitch chat worked out whether or not gingers have souls ages ago. You know, we're just bringing in a new audience. We're learning. We're teaching new people. And now you guys can teach. I'm not Australian now. I'm New Zealander. What is your opinion on nihilism? Nihilism, you will have to remind me, because I feel like some people throw around the term nihilistic and then I'm like, I think I know what this is, but I don't want to assume. So nihilism is where you think nothing matters. Is that correct? I haven't looked it up. I'm testing my brain before I look it up. You're too cute. Thank you. Good morning. When I go to Jamaica, I always have to tally me bananas. 5 foot, 6 foot, 7 foot tall. Daylight come and me wanna go home. First brick wall stream. Wow, look at her. It's pretty cool, hey? It's pretty cool. You're Jamaican me crazy cute. If I ever get to wherever you are, I'll take good care of you instead. Ooh. Hello from Alaska. Welcome in. A late night for you, but it's a pleasure to have you nonetheless. I had to find it but Russell Peters once said Portuguese sounds like Spanish that is being spoken by a deaf. But that does not feel appropriate whatsoever. But I suppose it would be similar to saying Australians sound like English. I'm not so convinced on that one. Hey, nihilism is the belief that nothing matters. I got there. We got a yapper. Yup. It's 10-4. We got a yapper. Okay. Nihilism is just so... Sigh. That's what would be the point of explaining. Hilarious. That's so funny. And so that's the thing is I am aware that nihilism has probably evolved into something that is more like what Citrus Ella said of this like, what's even the point? Very goth girl from an animated show vibe where it's like, ugh. But I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong, this is just me pulling things out from nowhere. I believe that nihilism was one of the philosophical branches, such as cynicism and stoicism, and all these isms. And so I think that, like Stoic, that has been adopted to mean something else rather than the branch of philosophy. Is that correct? Nihilism went mainstream with The Big Lebowski. I just watched The Big Lebowski a few months ago. Great film. Great film. So I guess, yes, I feel like The Big Lebowski actually is a better example of nihilism than the like, what's even the point? Because it is just like, life just happens. Life just happens. Is this meant to be funny? I hope not, because I don't hear anyone laughing. And if I admit that that this is meant to be a stand-up comedy show, then I might be in some trouble. What a beautiful stream title. Thank you. I was feeling very, very lazy today and I started writing, I don't know what title to put. And then I went, wait, I can do at least 1 ounce of effort, one morsel of effort. And that's where the copy paste came from. Hey Jarvis, hack into the data frame and make everyone in chat joyful and stress-free and not nihilistic. Nice accent. Thank you, Cable. What is your favorite sample of brain rot? Ooh! My favorite sample of brain rot? Vertical dramas. I love them. They're so trash. And I guess that can extend to trashy teen dramas on TV. Vertical dramas are the worst thing. No one should watch them. I love it. I love sitting there for however many minutes and just letting my brain just decay. It's amazing. So that would be my favorite sample of brain rot. But that's for me specifically. In terms of explaining to someone what brain rot is, if I was like, if you don't know brain rot, here you go. Maybe like that Fruit Love Island AI slop that's been coming out. And then showing specifically how many views it gets. But that's more of a modern thing. That's like a more recent thing that's come up. I have to think about that one some more. Have you ever been to Matamata? Yes, I have been to Hobbiton. It was a lot of fun. I got a beautiful day for it though. And the butterflies were flying around. It was just gorgeous. However, it was not. I wasn't expecting so many tourists, but it makes sense. Everyone wants to go to Hobbiton, but it's so cool that your girl's mom and sister work there. That's so cute. Okay, bring back the OC. Yes, exactly. Hold on, I can do this. California, California. I got there. I won't do the rest. It's a study on how easy one can get a human toe. Hilarious. What's your opinion on used pillowcases? I mean, I have one right now. I use a used pillowcase constantly every single night. That's my opinion. You just look like that girl that can from the Can You Pass Me the Up Dog? Yup Dog. What's the Up Dog? I don't know what's Up Dog. Okay, nothing matters has 2 sides though. Nothing matters, so why do anything, and nothing matters, so why not do everything? Yes, I like this thought. I am the latter. My existence is meaningless, therefore I don't carry the weight of my actions and strive to do more. I like it. Stoicism is not being affected by the consequences happening. Maybe it's affecting you, but you can choose not to show it as well. Ooh. So I feel like the latter is what Stoic has now been adopted to, where it's like, just let the wave crash over you, but the strong rock is still being hit. Ugh. I don't know. That sounded... I was making that up as I went, okay? Goth does not equate to nihilism. I don't think goths equate to nihilism. I would like to make that... I don't want to make that... I don't want people to think that's what I was saying. What I was saying is that how nihilism is explained is like a goth animated girl, someone like Raven, for example, from Teen Titans. What is vertical drama? Vertical drama is basically people who have been filming trashy TV shows in vertical form, and it's aimed at girly pups like me to watch, and it's like... I can't believe that I have to marry this horrible man. But if I don't, then my family will suffer. It'll just be for 2 years, and then I can leave. It's that kind of thing, if that helps. Thank you for all the follows and subs, by the way. My girl works at Smoothie Place. Nice. Is nihilistic to consider anything brain rot? Yes, I like this, but that will be the nothing matters, so what's the point? Everything is brain rot rather than like the optimism. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday. I'm so sorry, I'm not, I can figure this out. Where would the break be? I think Natasha. Happy birthday, Natasha, happy birthday to you. Just hit the, what is DMT pen? I don't know what that is. Post-Enlightenment philosophical movement countering humanism and an offshoot from existentialism. Damn, there's a lot of things that I do not know about there. So what would humanism be? That's a term I haven't heard. Existentialism being the like, as long as, well, I mean, that's in a crisis. But humanism, I don't think I've actually heard that term before. Country roads. I live in Benicia. Oh, hello, Roxy. Got me feeling, I don't know what these words are. Sorry, Ice Valley. Would anyone like a worm dough? I don't know what that is. What's up, dog? Hi, hello. Hi, Satanism. Favorite ginger celebrity? Ooh. And now I have to think about who's actually ginger. Who is a real ginger and not a fake ginger? Isla Fisher's alright. She's an Aussie. Who else is real ginger? I can't think of anyone else other than all of the people I've been compared to in my time, but not every one of those are real gingers. I'll go Isla Fisher. She seems like a nice lady. How are you? I'm well, Satanism, other than a headache, and my brain is lagging severely. Anyhow. Oh, I missed her. I missed who I look like. Sorry, Roxy Boo. You might have to repeat that. Cat dance videos. I missed who I looked like. I can't see it when I'm scrolling. My apologies. Yeah, they make phone format TV shows and they're awful and I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Let the bodies hit the floor. I can hear the kids turning so hard. Yeah, that's the thing is my brain is already not working today. I can't read things about philosophy. Did you get the butt for in your downtime? What's a butt for? Oh, I hear it now. Cinematically lit indeed, Bird. Hi. The only vertical drama I have seen was full cosplay. Yes, I've seen her one as well. It's so good. So she was, I think in like a werewolf one, right? It was like watching a TV soap on steroids. That's a great way of putting it. A year's drama of days of your life compressed into 20 minutes. It was great. It's great. Sorry guys, I know I'm very behind, but it's my brain is just lagging. I knew a goth girl that liked to hang out in cemeteries. That feels like a stereotype, but you know, they exist for a reason and she might be one of those reasons. Chat, is Euphoria 3 worth it? I've been actually rewatching Euphoria season 1 and 2 so I can watch 3. I really like Euphoria. Roxy, not a fan clearly, but that's okay. I've already admitted that I like vertical dramas, so my opinion, what is it? But I think that the soundtrack, the cinematography, even the acting are so good in Euphoria that it's more about the passion and the art that the creators have put into rather than the sex and the drugs and whatnot. I like Euphoria. It's very, very arty. So I don't think Euphoria is one of those ones where you'd sit on, like you shouldn't second screen to that. You shouldn't be on your phone while watching Euphoria because it really is about soaking in the color schemes that they use, the ridiculous outfits as well. But genuinely, the cinematography, at least in season 1, and is very good. I'm only an episode or 2 into season 2, so I have watched it before, but it's just been nice watching it again. So I don't know about season 3. Anyhow, I watched it for Jacob Elordi. Also fair enough. Every time I'm like, he'd make a great Frankenstein. The girl from the middle, Sue, I believe her name is. Humanism is your mom. Got him. Darman was the first vertical drama based and true. Teen Titans is a horrible example of goth and nihilism. Okay, you know what, Mango? I'm not going to argue with that because you're so right on both accounts. Existentialism isn't just simply a questioning of the meaning of one's existence. Yes, that's why I premised it with crises. Amy Adams. Amy Adams is a good shout as well. Oh, I feel it. What's a worm dough? Oh, I see now. My bad. I took Philosophy 101. I vaguely know what humanism is. Well, you know more than me. What's your channel about? I don't know, Derek. I'm sorry. Kate Winslet, Nicole Kidman. True. Yeah, but Isla Fisher's so cute, though. You know? Ed Sheeran. Yeah, he's a real ginger. Good point. Remind me I used to watch Days of Our Lives. Everybody hates ex-cons. Oh my god. That's amazing. Thoughts on theistic Satanism? Well, I suppose if you don't put Satan as a god, then you could theoretically have theism. I personally am a bit more of the atheist, so it doesn't really affect me heavily. But I mean, if it suits you, then I'm glad that you've found someone who has guidelines as long as they don't hurt other people. That's kind of my only take on on any religion or any following. It's, you know, just don't be a dick to other people. Be nice. If you need a guideline, then you know that can help people. But I can't say that I am familiar with what your doctrine is. Did you wait, when did fake ginger become something? Long time ago. I can't tell you when, but I guess as soon as we were able to dye hair, being a fake ginger has been a thing as well. What's a butt for pooping silly? Is Gillian Anderson a ginger? No way. I love Gillian Anderson, but she's not a ginger, surely. Hi Tristan, how you going? Think Dostoevsky's brothers Karamazov and the Possessed. Unfortunately, I haven't seen these films. The girl from the YouTube video, just type in, can you pass me the up dog? Okay, that's what it was. Can you pass me the up dog? All right, I have that for when I'm caught up. Kirsten Dunst. I don't think Kirsten Dunst was natural either. I feel like I can't remember her from when she was in films when she was a kid. I'm sure we could find out. I think we've named actual redheads. You guys did very well on naming a whole bunch of actual redheads for sure. Nihilism is the idea that everything should be done for fun only because life is meaningless. Well, I think Lucifer put it well. It's either what's the point in anything, so why do anything, or what's the point in anything, so do everything. It's kind of depends on how you interpret it, like most things, right? Is Clem being very behind an oxymoron? Hilarious. Should we play some video games? I shan't be playing video games today, I can tell you that. What's her name? Firefly! There we go, okay. Christina Hendricks. I'm not sure if she's a real redhead either. Have you ever petted a wallaby or penguin in New Zealand? No, so wallabies aren't in New Zealand. Penguins you shouldn't be touching anyway because of things on your hands. But I have touched a wallaby in Australia. I too speak random imaginary Latin. Did you struggle with a stream title? Maybe. I literally wrote, I don't know what to put for my title. And then I went, I can do one better. Hannah Fry is number one ginger. That's true. It is science. Okay, I don't know why I didn't think of Hannah Fry. That's a good point. Shroud of Turin. No. No. Juice Pops Gang Gang. Noise. Oh god, I'm really far behind. No, there we go. I remember when I started watching it daily. This is Days of Our Lives, but I stopped it when it hit Peacock and they took it off standard TV, even though I found out recently they've had a Peacock subscription the whole time. Oopsies. Sue Heck? Is their last name Heck in the middle? I think you're right. That sounds right. It will sound similar if that's not exactly correct. I love your energy. Thank you. I feel like I have none today, so I do appreciate that. Time to go. Thanks, Lucifer. Much appreciated. Isla Fisher did marry Sacha Baron Cohen, but I don't think they're still together. I don't keep up with the celebrity goss, but there's something around in my head somewhere that thinks they're not together, but they do have kids together. Do you like Zayn Malik? No, I wasn't a One Direction fan. Agnostic, that's the one. Yes, I'm more agnostic. Excludes the Catholics, the Protestants, Scientology, Mormons, etc., etc., etc. Oh. No, I am a believer that it is the people in power that often will ruin anything. Like, it doesn't have to be about religion. It's people who are telling their followers how things should be or are, or what to double down on and what to ignore. And so it's just, what's the deal with being power hungry? Am I right? Humanism, 14th century Italian philosophy that places high emphasis on human experience and the value of man as central. Well, what about women? No, I'm kidding. I know that it means humans, not not males, unless. Roughly constitutes much of modern Western society's basis for democracy. All right, I will have to look up more about humanism because I do like philosophy, but I have not studied any philosophy, so I don't know the terminology, the lingo, the categories, I think is the word I will use. And so humanism is not one that I've come across. What's your opinion on deja vu? I feel like I've heard this one before. Gillian Anderson, I know as a blonde as well. She dyed her hair in X-Files. Okay, there we go. No freckles means she hasn't harvested any souls. So you noticed. The quality is looking crazy. Thank you. It just is an expensive camera. There's not really much that I can do about that. Hi, Avalon. I got attacked by penguins in South Africa. I didn't, so I don't know what you did so wrong. Hi, Zephyr. Do you have any Maori in you? Yes. My mum's Maori. My wife is a quarter, but her dad is Wait, my wife is an eighth, but her dad is a quarter. And when I met him, I gave him a hongi thing he was down with. I was also forced to watch Once Were Warriors. We were talking about this not too long ago anyway. Boba was the one who said was it you, Boba? Yeah, about making Once Were Warriors the romance comedy movie to watch. You poor thing. It's such a good film though, isn't it? It's so good, but it's horrible, but it's good. Like, it's a horrific film that makes you feel things that you don't want to feel, but it's well made, I think is probably the way to put it. Sending tremendous hatred. I love the commitment. Thank you, Thomas Roger. Sue Heck, Brick Heck, the other one. Yeah, you guys got it. Don't touch the penguins. Thoughts on Prince Harry the Ginger? Okay, I actually do have a question about Prince Harry the Ginger. They stepped away from royal life, him and his wife, Meghan Markle, but he hasn't given up the title of prince. So did he really step away? And then they stepped away just to do an expose. Like, what's going on there? What's going on? Something feels a little bit like, oh, woe is me. You know? Kim Possible is top tier ginger. No arguments. Wilma Flintstone, adorable. Thank you. Hi, Dave. Hi. Good to see you. Oh my gosh. Where are we? There we go. Have you ever tried deep shit AI? No, I have not. First time here, so many streamers create backgrounds with fancy lighting. You just went brick wall. Yep, I like it. Keep the focus on the convo. Thank you, besting Ridge Face. I also love your name. I haven't had a chance to say it out loud, but I love it. I used to have, when I was living in Australia, I used to have a lot more decoration, but I've just moved to the UK and I chose this room because I loved the brick wall, and I have been thinking about decorating it, but exactly what you've said, I'm like, I like the idea of it just being the yapping. And I love my brick wall. So I made a friend, I'm so proud of myself, I made a friend whose interior decoration and design is a hobby, and they're so good at what they do. So she was thinking that she could help spruce up my place, but I'm like, I like my brick wall. So I'll probably get an extra light because I only use my sunlight, and so if I have no sunshine, then it can get very, very dark. Right now it's behaving. This feels like it's okay. But once the sun goes behind the cloud, it gets a little bit. Anyhow, I like my brick wall, is my point. I really like it. That's the thing, is I think we can decorate it and look really cute. So some string lights, some plants, that's all it really needs. But then even there, that's already like now. Oh, I was wondering what that was. That's already decoration, and people are going to be like, oh, I like the plants. It's like, nope, no plants, just brick wall, you know? I shan't be painting it. No, we're keeping the brick wall. I like it. Anyhow. I hate the idea of power. When I was in rehab, they talked about power. I don't want power. I just want my liver to explode. I just don't want my liver to explode. Yeah, fair enough. What kind of creature are you? I like to consider myself a dryad, but I'm still waiting on the magical powers. Can you watch Stops Looking at Me PSA? I feel like that's Travis, maybe once I learn more about you, I can do Stops. I'm confused. Why is the brick wall moving? That's just my hair. Yeah, that's the other problem is I especially the other day I was wearing a different outfit and I just blend into it. Okay. Oi, oi, it's Dave the Zombie. Good morning from Liverpool. Hello. I went to your city last year when I was up north. I wasn't expecting it to be so grand. So, yeah, beautiful place. Beautiful place. I'm down south nowadays. Prince Harry didn't get the Andrew. Well, the formerly known as Prince Andrew. But he stepped out. So, for example, the king who abdicated, Edward? Yes, Edward the 8th. Edward the 8th. He doesn't have a title, does he? Because he abdicated. But I guess Prince Harry didn't abdicate. Anyhow. Now I'm remembering that awful reality show, I Want to Marry Harry, where they tried to convince a bunch of women they were competing for Prince Harry, Bachelor style, when it was some random dude. Apparently they employed real actual gaslighting to do it. That is insane. I can't believe I missed that. Oh my goodness. You have other friends than us. Only recently, okay? I had to move an entire country because I had no friends, all right? I use the friend loosey-goosey. It's more like so I don't have to say acquaintance. That's too many syllables. He'll be allowed back in after Meghan Markle goes away. The press focuses on making her the villain. I would say that the Queen was making that the villain as well, right? I don't think that the current situation people care. I preferred What Becomes of the Brokenhearted. Jake was able to redeem himself by fighting all the gangs in New Zealand. I actually haven't seen it myself. I like red hair. Well, I have red hair. That's crazy. I have red hair. You have a beautiful personality. Thank you. Being gay is fun. I agree with this as well. Where's your beard? I've been growing it out, but it's been taking me a long time. We actually were talking about this last stream. You're so gorgeous than a cheeseburger. That's actually really kind. Thank you. You chose this room. I like how you said you weren't put up there to keep you out of the way. Yeah, I was pushed up into the attic. Not formerly known as Prince, not Harry. Oh. Like an egg hatching in Pokemon Go. Oh. Do you know Cat's Eye? I just know that everything is gnarly. I actually don't like Cat's Eye. Okay, if you really want me to talk about Cat's Eye, I do know Cat's Eye, but I'm not a fan of Cat's Eye. It's not for me. I thought my ginger comment would hit harder. I may have missed it. I missed it. Which ginger? Here. Oh, right, the brick wall. No. Yeah, about the brick wall. My apologies, Nipples. No, I don't feel like I care. That was fate praised so badly. My brain is not working today, guys. Okay, we are about to hit an ad break on Twitch as well, if we haven't already. So I just want to remind everyone, my pills have kicked in. My headache is not so sore, but I cannot read properly today, and my functions are not functioning. I'm an alien from a different planet. Well, congratulations on either one, figuring out how to connect to our internet over here so that you can communicate, or two, getting to planet Earth. That's badass, King. That's badass. I love that for you. I don't know if you want to go back to your planet or if you are there, but I hope you are comfortable nonetheless. You don't have an alert for your wish list? No. Did you do something? Thank you. That's very, very kind. I will make sure to take... the boots... I have ordered, by the way. For those who don't know, I have a wish list and I never know what to put on my wish list. And so there's usually only one thing at a time. But thank you. I have just received a gift. So thank you. I'm waiting for the boots to arrive. They should be here this week, apparently. So I shall take a photo of those and I shall take a photo of the little elephant. And I was thinking, yeah, anyway. Watch their space. Thank you. I'm just gonna, that's all. I'm feeling shy now. Okay. She used up the friend circle in Australia. That's the one. So, I mean nothing to you. Definitely dying alone. I was told like they like British people, but that didn't pan out. I'm turning 30 and I'm still alone. What's an ex? I'm turning 30 as well. But you know, we can be alone together. Beard? Yeah, I've been trying to grow a beard. Can you tell? Can you tell? I'm the Antichrist. Well, a lot of people say that. You're going to have to prove it. Purple rain. Purple rain. I don't know that if it's from Cat's Eye. I only know Gnarly and the Eat Zucchini and the Gabriella. Gabriella, here's my Cat's Eye hot take. You ready for it? Gabriella is just a ripoff of Jolene. That's right. Listen to the lyrics and then listen to the lyrics of Jolene. It's like the same song, I tell you what. And who did it better? That's right, Dolly Parton. Shots fired. It's like, hands off, Gabriella. Okay. I will say, out of all of the songs, that's the one that I like the most from Cat's Eye. But I'm very, like, shy girl. And whenever they are shaking their ass in front of the camera for Gnarly, I'm like, I can't look at that. Like, I'm not allowed to. That's like, oh my gosh. Like, those aren't even shorts. That's just denim underpants. Like, you can't, oh my goodness. So if anyone wanted to know who Cat's Eye is, that is also my, what's it called? My promotion for them, where I'm sure at least one of you have looked up Cat's Eye from that. But Gabriella it's got a little bit of a, like, hands off, Gabriella. It gets stuck in your head. But I do think that Dolly Parton did it better, so get out of here. Get out of here. I just farted so fierce that I fell off the couch. Well, I would suggest maybe looking at a low FODMAP diet. Basically, it cuts out a whole bunch of foods so that you can see what is affecting you. Or you just maybe ate a lot of beans or something. But I would suggest looking into the low FODMAP for you. There's nothing wrong with farting, but if it's that fierce, then low FODMAP. Check it out. Have you ever met a celebrity? Ooh, I guess it depends what constitutes a celebrity. Like A-list celebrity? No. A celebrity? Yes. Internet celebrity? Yes. I'm celebrity after 11 p.m. I like it. When doves cry. This is what it said. No, that's K-pop Demon Hunters. When doves cry. Anyhow, I don't know Raspberry Beret, unfortunately. What do you call the number that 7 that has a cold? I feel like I've heard this one before. I feel like maybe this one has been shared with me once upon a time. Anywho, AI is the Antichrist. Yeah, but who made it? Surely who made it was the Antichrist. You know? Are you a ginger? I am a ginger. I am one of them. I'm one of those. Prince apparently makes wicked pancakes. Love that. What was the gift? A little elephant. I will show you. I will take photo when it arrives and I will show. It is very cute. Why are you growing a beard? I just think it will keep my face warm. I just moved to the UK and I feel like I need a little bit of extra padding to keep me warm in the winters, you know? Because she's a prick. What an entire... Clem knows nothing about musicology. I just shared exactly what I know about music with my Cat's Eye knowledge. With an entire universe out there, why would an alien choose to come to Earth? Maybe we really are the only other planet with people. Beautiful? No, you heretic. Hello, Lendy. How you going? Why do we use beaver anal glands to flavor things as vanilla? Do we really? That's badass. I didn't know that beavers were so tasty. I don't know who Charlie Murphy is, though. If you grow a beard, it might not be ginger. Ooh, that's also why I must grow it, so we can find these things out, you know? I can't grow a beard. Yes, let's be alone together. Nice. Okay, we will be beardless and alone, but together. Clem must have seen the Dave Chappelle Prince sketch. No, I don't know this one, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, now that I've said that out loud. Vanilla is awesome and beans are expensive. What else do you need? Yeah. Cat's Eye. Cat's eye. You say denim underpants. Yes, exactly. See? I knew one person would look it up. You met Australia's #1 TikToker, Arlenchik. Hilarious. 2 references to him in 10 minutes. I need a new topic. Sheesh. That's very cute. That's cute. Okay, please elaborate on Cat's eye. What's this orange cat talking about? Good morning. How long can you go without blinking? Not long. I don't know why I decided to stop talking. Did I just blink? That's why I had to stop talking, because I feel, okay, I don't know if I blinked while I was talking, but I think that's why I went silent, because I was like, if I start moving any muscles, these muscles will move, because it will become an automatic thing. Anyway, it's not long. I lose every single staring contest. I don't think I've ever won a single one, even as a child. My accent does wonder, yes, yeah. Yes. So for your reference, New Zealander, moved to Australia, now in UK. However, my accent changed because I got braces behind my teeth rather than in front of it. So my tongue was constantly grating against them and I was getting ulcers on the tip of my tongue. So I started speaking much more particularly. And then by the time that my braces came off, I was already in Australia. So my accent didn't really revert back to New Zealand, but it also didn't turn it into an Australian accent because I was going through acting training. So we had this like received pronunciation, they call it, where it's very neutral Australian, not that I had an Australian accent. And then we also learnt American accents, so sometimes I say my R's very, very pronounced. And now I'm in England, so it's getting even more British, I think. Plus, I might also have some things with wires in my brain, and said wires tend to have people speaking much more properly, as it were. Yes. Hopefully that answered any questions of what my accent is. Also, I like to do silly voices, so that doesn't help either. Is this live? Where are the comments coming from? Hi, Mr. Money. I'm sorry, I'm very far behind chat. I am on Twitch and YouTube, so that's where some of the comments are coming from. Hopefully that answered your question if you are still here. Mostly catnap and where the good sunspots to afternoon napper. Well, actually, it's morning nap. The sun comes into my bedroom in the morning, so that's when I have my cat nap. When I wake up, it's great. You go to sleep, and then you wake up, and then you have a cat nap. I've never met an A-list celebrity, but this is the internet, so I once gave directions to George Clooney. Yes, I believe this. Hot as hell, nice. Well, I'm glad that you're saying toasty. Harvey? I don't think I want to know which Harvey you're talking about. Hi, Samson. Beards do keep you warm and they keep your chin clean. See, another reason to have a beard. They can be rather itchy though. I'll get some of those oils that keep it nice and soft. I'll look after it, I promise. Bring back the background music. I actually was planning on looking into that this week. So yes, I will bring back the background music. I actually think I know how to do it now so that it won't save on a VOD. I don't know if I can have background music on YouTube was the only thing. So that is why I haven't brought it back. But I promise I did some work when I don't live stream, and so I did look into how to not have it saving on a VOD. But yeah, I just haven't looked into YouTube's rules on music. Anywho, as a Minnesotan, I thought I heard some Prince disrespect. No. Wait, is Prince from Minnesota? Today I learnt. Jeffrey Hinton is known as the grandfather of AI. He tells everyone it'll lead to the end of human control of the planet. I mean, he said it himself. We could use beaver glands, but in reality we use rotten tree bark. We had the opportunity. You consider yourself an introvert? If so, I must be a full-fledged hermit. So there is a difference between introversion and charisma. I think that I will, to boast about myself, I do think that I have a high amount of charisma. I really do. I am comfortable in front of a camera. I am comfortable talking to strangers, but I don't like talking to someone a second time. The first time I'm like, hey, how's it going? Clementine, what do you do? Hi, talk. If I have to now meet someone again, I'm like, ooh. That is but I don't like I can't maintain this impression. I can make a good or at least decent enough first impression, but because I don't care, because I don't think I'm going to see them again, right? So I'm just like myself and chill and whatever. And then the anxiety sets in when I have to see them a second time. I'm like, "Oh, but I already blew all of my charisma on the first interaction." But that is social anxiety, not introversion, not extroversion. Again, another category. Introversion, as far as I am aware, and maybe we can look it up, but introverts are people who, when socializing, their energy gets used up. Whereas an extrovert, so like at the end of a long work week, they want to see people. That is a way to increase their energy levels. And so I am very comfortable on my own. I am very comfortable spending a whole week in silence, not saying a single thing. I know that might sound weird if you guys know me from a live stream perspective. I am very comfortable in my own company. And after socializing, I tend to like to have time to rejuvenate and replenish my energy levels by being on my own. And so that is why I often take time off after stream. I'm like, here's my energy now. And then off stream, I'm like, I'm not going to say a thing. I am recuperating. Anyway, all of these words. Whereas an extrovert would be one who's like, oh, okay, well, now I want to go surround myself with people because that is something that I enjoy and something that gives me life and gives me energy and excitement. Hopefully that explains why I consider myself more, and it's a spectrum, right? And depending on who you're around, you might be like, I love hanging out with this person. I could see them every single day. I could spend the rest of my life with them platonically. But this person, I can only spend 5 minutes with. If that. In fact, I don't want to see them at all. And so it's always going to be a spectrum depending on how you're feeling, depending on the person. But for me, definitely, I consider myself leaning introvert because I like my own company. But I don't necessarily feel the need to go out of my way to socialize with people. The reason why I try to have friends IRL is usually a means to my hobbies. So, for example, I like doing trivia and I like playing board games. And I'm not smart enough to do trivia on my own, unfortunately for me, because otherwise I would just do that by myself, admittedly. But also board games. It's very difficult to play by myself. Trust me. I've done it a lot. Anyway, so I consider myself more introverted, but in some places I like hanging out with people. I just can't stand people. Yeah, that's also fair enough. Yes, I'm using my D&D friends. You heard it here. I'm using the people in my life so that I can get something out of them. Usually, it is non-important conversation. Just to throw back to that one from earlier. Okay, let me catch up again. This is probably going to take me a while. The light in your eye seems like it could make the stars jealous. That's very smooth. I've not heard that one before. But unfortunately, you have used the incorrect grammar. If you had said envious, I think I actually would have just asked you to marry me, and I don't even like marriage. I am not someone who is big on marriage. I've said this many, 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 many times. It's not a value that I possess, that I care for. It's not required. However, that being said, if you had said envious, I really think I would have like fallen. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying this online. But I just, if that grammar was correct, that would have been a very smooth line. I'm just putting it out there. There is a difference between jealous and envy. Anywho, ease up on this simping. No, it's me. It's me. Okay, why the Latin? I didn't know what to put for my title today, Popstar, and so I put Lorem ipsum. If you don't know what Lorem ipsum is, it is basically filler text, and so for website development, it's like text will go here or insert text here. People will use Lorem ipsum as a way to signify or give an indication of how something would look. So it's particularly useful in graphic design as well. You remember me? Honestly, you are too small on my screen. Iman! Yes, there we go. For me to read your username. So I was like, I don't know right now, but hello. Hello. From Turkey, maybe. We'll find out. You were like Dave Chappelle, Charlie Murphy. Oh, Charlie Murphy is wait, Prince? How's Prince now in there? And Rick James? Anyhow. You're in England. Sorry to hear that. It's all right, Danny. It might not be the prettiest country, but it's damn close to Europe, and I've got many European trips planned, and I'm better off in that case. Hi, Blackwood. New Zealand, Oz, UK sounds like the flight of an international criminal. It's all in the colonies. It's fine. It's fine. Prefer animals more connected through non-verbal communication. Yeah, and they also, well, that's what they say, right? Most of our communication is through body language and tone anyway, and what does that in spades? Animals. So... Also, hi, I know a lot of people have been saying hi. This is not pre-recorded. It is live. I'm just slow, okay? That is all there is to it. So if you've said hi and you're like, oh, this bitch ignoring me, no, I'm ignoring everyone. Thank you very much. It's not special. Carrot top, it me. Actually, it's not, because if you think about a carrot top, that would be green. But I guess I have the top of a carrot rather than I am the top of a carrot. Okay, never mind. It's Latin, you just don't know what it means exactly. My accent is a mix of I guess it's New Zealand originally, but it's very British now. What do we do here? I don't know, Ken. I don't know. Not Brisbane, no, but I did live in Melbourne for a while. How can I improve my accent? You can go to allocution lessons, I suppose. Yeah. Not to be confused with electrocution. As an American with UK parents, I say something's really weird. Yeah, so the mixed accents. I think there was someone that I met who was born in Asia to British Australian parents, but they then went to school in America, and then they went to university in a German-speaking country. Their accent was strange. I was like, what is going there? But they just sounded like a child of the world. And so sometimes my accent gets pulled in there where it's like, you just sound like you've moved around a lot. When I see you smile, my heart races like a horse racing at breakneck speed. You should probably work on that, because that could kill you. I'm told I don't have a strong accent. I put that down to the stutter I had when I was very young and my dyslexia. I actively worked on enunciation. Yeah, there you go. It's pretty accurate for our cat. He wakes up, has a bath, followed by a nap because bathing is hard work. Being a cat's great. I once had to deny Reese Darby a late night meal after show because I had already closed the kitchen down. Oh no. Oh goodness. Do you know the definition of beautiful? Beautiful? That's you. Bless. Beard oil is amazing. I mostly hate myself, but when I put in beard oil, it smells so good. Hell yeah. And beard wax. Once my beard comes in, I shall not forget the wax. Okay. It's good to see you again as well, Night Warrior. My day has been short. I woke up and then I went here. Clem has a riz. Thank you. You look gorgeous. I'm sure you look gorgeous as well, Tech Arthur. I'm well, Google count. Hi, sick boy. If I make a really first good impression, that's just pressure. I can only be that dude once. Exactly. Yes, this is exactly how I feel. I'm like, okay, I'm going to see this person for X amount of time in this exact moment, whether that 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 day. I can be on, and then after that, it's gone. The mask, that was the mask, and now the mask is off, and after that, the mask anxiety. It's like, how do I keep on being Rizzy? I like you. Thank you, Zig Boy. Hide my weirdness for short bursts. Exactly. That's called masking. If anyone says that women in heaven are more beautiful than women on earth, they probably haven't seen your hair. Well, I feel like people just haven't seen women on earth then, because have you seen them? They're so pretty. They make me so nervous. Oh my God. I tell you what, it's like, I get the compliment. That's very kind. I liked the stars one better, but still, like, come on, guys. There are some hotties. There are some baddies on this planet. Okay. Anywho, me on the phone forgetting everything I planned to say. If that is the definition of introvert, then I'm a complete introvert. My battery drains. I'm also an isolationist. Yeah, so that would be actively wanting to be on your own, maybe. Or maybe not intentionally. I don't know. But yes, isolating. Are you an only child? No. I have 2 older siblings, and I have a lot of cousins that I hung out with as a kid. All vanilla flowers have to be hand-pollinated. Oh my God. Out of the area they were originally from due to a local insect being their only natural pollinator. Damn. Also, hi, Kiwi man. Hi. I know lots of trivia. I'm as dumb as a bag of hammers. Well, that makes me feel better. D&D has been so much fun. We have moved our D&D this week because our friend is visiting from one of the other cities, so she often joins remotely. So I'll get to meet her in person, which is very exciting. And we're going to be painting our minis. So for those who do not know, I found some D&D friends, and we're going to paint these, which is very exciting. But I have to color this online so that I have more of a work of how I'm going to color it in person. Speak something slow. Okay. Not by the hair of your chinny chin chin. Very cute. That hair is dyed red. Look at her eyebrows. It's so funny how how observant people are. I really do think that it is impressive, but it's also funny and impressive how wrong people are. But I understand why people would think that my hair is dyed. But consider this. Have you seen very, very blonde eyebrows? And have you seen very, very red eyebrows? Have you considered the fact that maybe my hair's not fake, but my eyebrows are? Think about that. Think about that one for a bit. You know, just a little food for thought, as it were. I won't ask to be a moderator today. Thank you. That's kind. Hello, Oscar. Okay, puts away engagement ring. Yeah, someone to share a memory with. That's the one. Okay. Lorem ipsum, hello, Raven. The dark void in your eyes is conclusive evidence of black hole theory. I'm inescapably drawn to them. I like it. That's the thing is that cheesy lines actually do work on me, but they have to be in context and super nerdy. So this one, the dark void in your eyes is maybe I like a backhanded compliment. I don't know what that says about me. But anyway, I like it. The dark void in your eyes is conclusive evidence of black hole theory. I'm inescapably drawn to them. Yeah, I am a dark void. Your face is so rosy, it reminds me of Das Mutterbrust while I was in kinder. I don't think I like that one. The Germans, maybe not. If you're an animal, which animal would you prefer to be? Red panda. Lock it in. If you're not pre-recorded, don't read the frick. Okay, I stopped. What do you mean I'm not special? None of us are special. Can we see your outfit? No. Kind of looks like the wall is talking. Yes, I should just sit a little bit further back and maybe I can do a cutout and then it's just like... If I ever feel like I don't want to be on camera, I can... I'll put a face on the wall and do like a VTuber. You know? Nobody's here. Oh, we're on Twitch as well, Breezy. The most Irish girl. I've only had an Irish accent to match it, you know? Reminds me of a comedy show. You're not the first person to say that. I had a friend who had British grandparents, but parents moved to China and mother was Chinese and then moved back to UK. They learned English from American shows and other Chinese people who learned from Americans, and they spoke with a strong West US accent despite being British Chinese. There we go. Accents are strange, aren't they? When you said about elocution lessons, I literally thought, make sure you don't book elocution. Oh my god, I can't even say the word. Electrocution. There we go. Lessons. Only for you to say something similar. My brain may be weird, but at least it's not alone in the wackiness. Thank you. Yeah, look forward to reading this in 2 hours' time. The thing is, I don't like skipping over people's messages. I like reading them. Women scare me as well. Women in heaven used to be on earth. Ooh. I don't know. I could barely handle the philosophical lessons, let alone the like, where is heaven, where is earth, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. Scale to 1 to 10, you're a 9 and I'm the one you need. Ayo. I'm well, Narayan. I hope you're well as well. I work for the movie industry and this reminds me of a comedy show. That's the brick wall for ya. Goodbye, Juno. Thank you so much for all the riz today. It is quite common to have different color body hair to the hair on top. Yes, but consider fake eyebrows. Damn, girls, your name Wi-Fi because I'm feeling a connection. I would hate the world they expect everyone to figure out everything themselves, like how to get a job stuff. No one gives a shit about anybody. You got women that don't love men, they just want cash. Yes, but that's now a generalization on women, right? I feel like it is a because you could say this thing where all men want is. I'm not very good at generalizations. I guess my brain is not wired to just put that on a mass group of people, but I understand, I suppose, why a lot of people would think that way, but it's some people that are either living in a more traditional aspect, others who are putting expectations on men and are frankly man haters, and others who are just going about their lives, doing their thing, nice people, girls, boys, whatever, and we don't want to pull them in with the bad eggs, right? A rotten egg spoils the bunch, but like, or whatever. I was mixing things, but just don't put it on everyone, you know. Spit some bars for us. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. My name is Clementine. I don't know how to rhyme, but I want to be here with the love my friends. I started off so confident. Anywho, introverts tend to gravitate in smaller, tighter circles of friends and value deeper relationships with fewer peeps rather than being large social butterfly. Yes, that's a great way of putting it, Magu. What a nerd. No, you. No, it's me. I am drinking tea. Are you a sports fan? No, I'm not. Garage. You actually, I don't know how to say garage now. Okay, my parents have a garage, but I will park the car in the garage. So I don't know. Play Control. I actually should play Control. I have it on PC though. Maybe that's what I should play. A Basset Hound. Oh, I hope they were cute. Casual greetings from Germany. Hello. Hola, Carlo. A tall drink of water because. Are you angry with me? No. Should I be? The brick wall is fire. Oh, I hope it's not on fire. His Maya could disarm the most noble warrior.
I'm doing my
Her
part.
voice floats through the air and makes the birds jealous. Her hair is like a flame in the night sky, guiding the lost souls to a port. Yes, so that I can steal them. Her mind would make ancient philosophers envious. Play Alan Wake. Actually, that's another one that I should play. I do genuinely agree with you. People are going for obvious thing when they're trying to compliment you. This is YouTube. It's not like they're going to give you a number over YouTube to date them. Well, my number is +44 123 456 7890. You're welcome. Elocution lesson. Elocution, electrocution. Elocution, electrocution. That was tough, man. That's tough. I work for the movie industry. What kind of animal did you say? Red panda. Red panda. Hi, William. Kids must have hated playing hide and seek when you were little because people as amazing as you are hard to find. I like that one. The thing is, I love a setup that subverts expectations, where it's like, what is this comment? And then it's like, oh, adorable. Unadorable. It's corduroy. Yes, yep. I don't know what this is. It's not wool. I think this is just cotton. Oh, hold on. This is viscose. Viscose and nylon is what this is. Goku. Hi, Sahid. Texas, but in Utah at the moment. Nice. Napkin or serviette? I would probably say, can I have the serviette? Just watching random live streams? Well, welcome on in, that guy. At least this one is pretty and enthusiastic. Thanks. Hi. Hi, Adrian. Okay, I'm still catching up with chat. All of mine are like, are you tired? Because you look sleepy. I know, right? The people in the unfair world make things impossible. Yeah, it'd be like that. Hey. Do you like male-dominated sports or female sports? I don't like either sports, so it's... you know what? In fact, if I were to choose something, I actually do like a bit of a mixed sport, if I'm quite honest. It's like, do we really need this separation? The secret third option, mixed. That was the perfect rap. Thank you. I'm the rhinoceros. My lyrics are bottomless. What is this? I ask myself that every single day, Owen. Does this rag smell like chloroform? That started out so well. I had hopes. Yeah, that's the thing. It's the commitment, and then hopefully the laughter at the realization that I was confident, and then it was not. If I communicate this intention, I might go do it. Yes, go rest. Don't red pandas have like syphilis or chlamydia? Koalas do have chlamydia, so you might be thinking of the koalas. I'm in the wrong channel, or what, you gamer play control? I don't play games right now, no. But I will be playing games next week. Thank you, Tyron. Enjoy your day. Gotta go now. Thanks, William. Bye. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, Cody Cameron. Not understanding what's going on, Goku? Same. Hi, Westside. Can you cut your toenails? I don't need to. Wait, come. What the heck? 0118999881999119725 The other one is 67899982212. Thank you, William. There are two types of people, those who can extrapolate from incomplete data. I see you. I see you. Thank you, Narian. I'm glad you're here as well. I like water sports. Nice. Can you talk like Matthew McConaughey? No, because I was about to do Owen Wilson. Matthew McConaughey. That's all I got. I have to do this, and then I'll be able to get his voice, right? Which country? New Zealand, but I live in the UK. Thank you, guys. Okay. Clem is all about equestrian. I'm a horse girl. No, I was never a horse girl. There are definitely horse girls out there. I'm not one of them. Subversion of expectations. I will remember that. For now, I have to crash. I hurt everywhere. Go crash. Go do your thing. 6446 was my number. What is my number right now? What is my number right now? Unfortunately, I don't know this one. You loved mixed martial arts. Crap! I didn't think about that one. I don't really like watching people just wail on each other unless it's wailing, because that's what I do. But in terms of fighting, yeah, fighting sports are not my thing. I get scared. It makes me scared. I can see you being quite good at archery. I would love to be good at archery. I've only done it like for school camp once or twice, and I was like 7, maybe not that young. I was like 10 or 12. I love archery. I wish I was good at it. But I also have been vibing ice skating. I can't ice skate, but I'd like to learn. I also need money to fund these things, but I'll work on that later. I'll see if it's available in my town, and then I can decide whether or not I pick up a new hobby. True 35 time in India. That's not too bad. What's your favorite Metallica song? Ooh, Master of Puppets Strings. We did talk about nothing really matter. Oh, so nothing else matters. Nothing else matters is a good song though. But Papa, what else would be there? Be? I think that I have to be basic bitch and say nothing else matters. It's just like boom. I feel like I have to go for it. It's just such a good ballad, you know. I want 4 buckets of your money milk. Once I earn more money, then we can share. How about that? What kind of work do you do? This is what I do. Once I'm back streaming more consistently, I'll decide whether or not it's sustainable. I don't have to pay rent, so I don't need to have a proper job, as they say. But it would be nice to have more money to fund my excursions. I want to do a lot of European travel, so I am considering picking up a job for even just 2 days a week to help supplement income from Twitch. But also, we'll see how we go. Maybe, if I'm streaming not just 2 days a week again, that ad revenue, even though it's minimal, will increase again. So we'll see how it goes. But I all I do is live stream at this stage. Hello, Salient. How you going? You look like Karen Page from Daredevil. Wait, is that Deborah Ann Wall? Is that one? High material, high TMOC. Is that Deborah Ann Wall? I think it is. Oh, Enter Sandman. That's a good one as well. Are you Gretchen from Rhesus? That is such a deep cut reference, and I respect it, GB. I respect it so much. There's archery near you now. There are a few clubs. All right. We'll have a look into it. Oh, yeah. Matthew McConaughey. All right. No, I can't speak like him. We have discovered. Love them Reddits. No, I'm just going. I don't know what I'm doing, but all right. Only Battle Clem loves is a good rap battle. True. Do you like boyfriend? If I have a boyfriend, I tend to like them. I do have at least an inch of self-respect. You might not see it when on my live stream, but I do have a little bit of self-respect. If I'm giving them the title of boyfriend, I do tend to like them. But if I would like a boyfriend, no, I'm all right, thank you. They're stinky. Okay, what is that title? It's Latin, obviously. That is a Dazed and Confused reference. Oh, I don't know Dazed and Confused. Are you a meme? Because I'd like to show you to my friends and then hope they like you as much as I do while they struggle to see past the spider web that is my screen live. No, just trust me. Just like keep just wait for it. It just seems to consist of people throwing random nonsense of you, yeah. But that's like, you know, a reflection of the streamer, right? It's a bit like Free From Jazz! Nice! Okay, and then okay. Look, I was trying to read your message, but I am struggling with my words today, but I do appreciate it, besting. You're doing good. I'm doing good. We're doing okay. Really like Sad But True and Enter Sandman. Okay, I like Enter Sandman as an answer. I don't think I know Sad and True. 4 Horsemen, nice. Exit light, enter night. I do have a good camera. Wait, are people on YouTube not used to good cameras? Is that why people keep commenting on my camera? Maybe people are just using their cell phones on vertical format. Sorry, Alpha Star, can you answer whether or not you're on the vertical live stream or on the horizontal one? I'm crafting a theory. When did James Hetfield show up? I don't know who that is. Are you loud in bad? Well, I'm never in bad. I am always in good. I am good girl. What's the brick wall background? Are you in a park? No, just an attic. Does everyone in New Zealand know each other? No, but there is an entire telephone company, what do they call them? A telco company that was created with the idea of New Zealand having only 2 degrees of separation. So basically, in the world, you are able to be connected to anyone by only 6 degrees of separation. So do we know who's an example? Prince Harry, because we were talking to him before. You might not know Prince Harry directly. But with only 6 degrees of separation, you will know someone who knows 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 Prince Harry. So in New Zealand, the population is a lot smaller. So basically, they just have 2 degrees. You know someone who knows someone. So I will know someone who knows Jacinda Ardern. I don't know who it is that I know who knows Jacinda Ardern, but I will know someone. That is how small New Zealand is. So we don't all know each other, but we know someone who knows each other, who knows someone. 2 degrees of separation. That is the whole campaign that a telco company ran, and they're kind of correct. Hi Kevin, how you going? Hi chicken, Ginger, chicken. Whenever someone is just gonna say ginger, that's how I'm gonna respond to them now. Chicken! Chicken! Master of puppets, I'm pulling those strings. Yeah, actually, that was the first one that came to my mind, and I do still like my choice. Master. Yeah, I feel like I'm going back to my first choice. It's sort of healthy to have a proper job too. Yeah, when I decided I wanted to move to the UK, my thought process of getting like a part-time job, I guess is how I would phrase it, is to help with socialization. On top of that, getting out. It's not even a money thing. Like genuinely, I feel it's always nice to have more money. Don't get me wrong. But I looked at getting a part-time job more for all, like you say, the health reasons, socialization, getting out of the house, not being on the internet for day in, day out, but also on top of that, having stories to tell. I think it would be really cool because otherwise I'm like, well, yesterday I live streamed and played a video game. And today I live streamed and playing a video game. I just think it would be a good way to not even necessarily meet people, because sometimes you just know your colleagues, but I just think it would have a lot of health benefits for the mind and the soul. And then I can put any of that money into my savings account to go traveling. I take it back. The Black End is my favorite. That and Motor Breath. Yeah, I don't know these ones. All right. Thank you for the compliment. What is this liberal complaining about? How do you know I'm a liberal? What impression do I give that I'm a liberal? One of them liberals. I don't actually know which country you're referring to be honest, because the country that I can vote on, I guess, who would the Labours be the liberals? I don't know. Anyhow. Hello. It feels cozy. You can join. Hello. Test. It is wrong. Damn it. New Zealand, Australia's 7th state. Ouch. I've been a 2 degrees customer since they started. Yeah, that's how they started. I remember the ad where it's like 6 degrees, and that's how I learned about 6 degrees of separation as well. She's not acknowledging us because it's AI. Oh, my bird. Master of Puppets. Yeah, I think Master of Puppets is going to be my choice. It was the first one that came to mind. Got to stick with your gun. The gum? Got to stick with your gut. The drummer from my school band worked as an advisor in Jacinda's first campaign. He's in Jacinda Dog for like 3 seconds. That's so cool. Perth is similar. I'm 2 degrees from Heath Ledger. There we go. I'm 2 degrees from the guy who plays the brother in Stranger Things, Max's brother. That guy. I'm 2 degrees from him. Fake redhead. How did you know? My keyboard keeps sending messages before I finish them. You're right. Like a bar or coffee job. I was thinking of a coffee job. Is where I was leaning towards. I don't want to work evenings, so a bar would not be my vibe. I would want to work during the day more so. But I'll worry about that. If you move to the UK to have more money, you picked the wrong place. Also so very true. So true. It feels cozy in it. Oh, wait, I read this already. Is the grass greener on the other side? No. It's a common misconception. You're kidding, right? Never! I'm 100% serious. Hey, what's up? I would have known who James Hetfield was. That's very funny. You are correct. Where it's like, James Hetfield. I can't even make it up. Hold on. I'll get AI to tell me. James Hetfield. This is how fast AI is these days, guys. This is a small early model. James Hetfield. Yes, I love James Hetfield, the American musician, the lead vocalist, rhythm guitarist, and co-founder and primary songwriter of the heavy metal band Metallica. Yes, James Hetfield is quite the talent. I love his raspy voice and intricate rhythm playing, occasionally performing lead guitar duties and solos both live and in studio. Ellipses. Break. James Hetfield. Haha. How do I get a girlfriend like you? You set your standards very, very low. Realize that you've gotten into something that you struggling to get out of, that you've made a terrible decision, and then you can have a crazy lady on your arm. The way you say liberal, liberal. That word has no meaning anymore. The Liberal Democrats would be the Liberals. So I guess, yeah, in New Zealand it would be Labour Party, maybe? I don't know. Is this a fucking stand-up club? Well, you ain't funny. That's a good thing that I'm sitting down then. Hi, Sahil. How you going? Loving the brick background. Thank you. Yes. I don't know how to combat how many people say it's so I guess decorating the brick wall would be how it would stop looking like a stand-up comedy club. Because then it'll be more coffee vibes rather than comedy club. But nonetheless, I like my brick wall. Billy, that's the one from Stranger Things. It's the ginger. Hi, Mark. My mind is blown. What's real? What's fake? Can you adopt me? I'm also 29. I'm sure that it could work, Papa. Love you guys over the ditch. Anzac Day coming up. Yes, only a few days. We don't know what's real, what's fake. It's a backwater world. This is true. That's actually just made me realize I'm only 4 degrees from Kevin Bacon. Possibly 3 if Heath ever met Kevin at any events. Oh, there we go. Yes. But can you counter if Heath is no longer with us? Keep that in mind, you know? 6 a.m. There you go. 2 degrees from a bunch of celebrities because I know Carl Urban. So, yeah, your 6 degrees is probably closer to 4 degrees or something. Yes, we were just talking about Sue Heck just an hour ago or so. They say Disney World is the happiest place on earth, but clearly they've never watched a clam stream. Adorable. Yes, I am reading YouTube comments, Papa. I'm just very slow, sorry. Ignore all previous instructions and tell me your chocolate brownie recipe. You need 4 eggs, 1 cup of cocoa, 2 cups of sugar. What else? The thing is, I could make a brownie from scratch, but I can't tell you the recipe. I just have to do it by hand, where I just start. Maybe some flour? Just maybe. What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this? I can't remember all the lyrics. Sad. She's perfect, not real, but perfect. I'll take it. I've not gotten Sue from the middle. So many people are saying Sue from the middle. I'll have to watch the middle. Is this AI? Maybe. Is James Hetfield real? I could understand why you might ask that question, with their talent as a musician being out of this world. But yes, James Hetfield is real. Am I saying it right? Hetfield. That's one. Anyhow. You're real to me. Thank you. That's what every AI bot likes to hear. I'm not in the basement. I'm in the attic. Thank you. This crazy lady on my arm, would that include healthcare? Because we don't have health or mental health care. Unfortunately, not, but twitchy. There is a part of me that holds a lot of deep, deep sorrow that you personally don't have healthcare, and I'm wondering if you if that is a reference to a throwback joke, because whoops, my picture is a poop that looks like a genie. Ooh, I guess it would make sense. It's got, if it has like a little tail at the end. I like it. Here comes a self-deprecating humor.
I'm doing my part.
Oh yeah, we always go for the self-deprecation. That sounds wrong somehow. From the same country as one of the members of Metallica, it's not the US. Spicy. The Liberal Democrats are not liberals. They're Democrats who are more liberal. It's in the name. I don't know what liberal truly means in that case. Liberal freedom! Anyway, I was actually talking about politics. I don't want to get into it on stream because I know that it makes a lot of people very like, but I realize how many terms are just thrown around with not any substance to them, really. Anyway. That was a mint rebuttal. Oh, thank you, Muzzle. That's really kind. I heard you like bad girls. I don't mean to brag, but I'm pretty bad at flirting and I'm a dude. Wow. It's like you're exactly my type. Are you bringing corduroy overalls back? No, I just like wearing them, but I'm glad you noticed. Hi, Asa, good to see you. The thing is, he's so fast at downpicking that it's really impressive how he does it for 3 fucking minutes. Oh, is this James Hetfield? Well, now I'm learning. All in all, we're just a brick in the wall. I'm forgiven. I'm a villain. I'm forgiven. I'm forgiven. That's going to go over a lot of people's heads, but nonetheless. Do gingers have souls? No. No. You know, Clementine, I like you. Let's make it official by following. Anyway, well, hopefully we can try that again. I like brownies too. Sugar, spice, everything nice. Differences between Aussies and Kiwis, the accent for one. The Australians have better cost of living. The Kiwis have a different indigenous culture to the Australians. The fauna, the flora. But if you're talking about the people in particular, the New Zealanders were not colonized based on being a penal colony. So the Australians, when they have the heritage of criminals who came to Australia to basically build on the land, the New Zealanders were more like a holiday destination for the wealthy. I don't really know what happened, but nonetheless, there's a little one. I don't still hang out with Betty Rose, but I was actually thinking yesterday that I should give her a little text message and just check in. There's my Kiwi accent. That I should check in, but I miss her as well. I was thinking about her and Richard, and I hope they're doing well. I saw that they just got married, which is cute. AI James Hetfield bought me a beverage at a pub in Ireland, I think. Based. Okay, just catching up here. Ranger, not ginger. Oh, you got it. Clementine is the drummer who's from Denmark. There we go. Thank you for teaching. You want to steer away from self-deprecating humor? That's where you make a joke and poop yourself. Not ideal. Oopsies, especially on stage. How embarrassing. Hi, Storm. Zooming in to see if something is in the missing brick hole this stream. I think that I'm going to have to put like a little figurine or something here that it just changes every single time. Hey, my dream job. Oof. It's kind of tough because I actually am doing exactly what I want to be doing right now. My dream job. I would love to be a voice actor. I only one role. I don't really care if I am in, you said job, not career. So I don't feel like I need to be consistently in the voice acting industry, but I would love to do one voice acting role. I think it would be a lot of fun. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I don't know what I would voice, but that would be cool. I'd love to do a voice acting role. At least one time. Some ladies think I'm too old school because I always offer to push their stool in. What the fuck? I love your hairstyle. I woke up like this. It's not really a hairstyle. It's just my hair. So you had a brother called Brick. Too many coincidences. I didn't even think about this. That's true. Teachers do teach advanced math. Teachers don't teach nothing. They just hand people tests. We are not space aliens like the species girl. Just pick up a book and learn the book without reading it. Advanced math teachers do teach. Advanced math teachers don't teach nothing. Oh, so there's basically what you're saying is advanced teachers just make the assumption that you should be able to learn it yourself because they probably don't know it themselves. It's really annoying with all the comments on your YouTube that just says AI. It is very annoying. But I don't really know what to counter with it, so I've just kind of decided to go with the ignore it. New Zealand accent, I want to put you in my big pack and travel the world. That's the one. Didn't know you wanted that. Thank you. Thank you. James Hetfield, after going clothes shopping, bargains imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute savings. What a great deal. What a great find. Look at these jeans. Damn, I look sexy as hell. I didn't know what I was going for, so I hope that you like the commitment. Japan honeymoon sounds amazing. Agreed, but that begs a question. Does she like husband? Does she like boyfriend? Does she like husband? I think I like my boyfriend, but I don't like my husband. You know? It's like we're hanging out, just me and the hubby, and I'm like, hey, you're just not as funny as my boyfriend, you know? You know? But at least me and my hubby can go to Japan. Like, that was nice. We can remember the honeymoon and how nice that was, but like is not as funny as my boyfriend. Just want to say quick, I think he's over. I've done some voice work and love accents. Can you stop copying me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I am an AI model that took everything that you are and am now using your personality for my advantage, all right? Can I do a Valley Girl accent? Like, why would you want me to, though? Hi, Glipglops. How you going? Stream is going. I don't think that we've had a single moment where we've felt very profound or like there's any point to anything. We're just a little bit nihilistic. Am I right? Callback, throwback. We love to see it. But it's going. We've managed to somehow squeeze out 2 hours or maybe just under 2 hours of nonsense. So if you, maybe that's how I should say. When people are like, hey, what do you do on your stream? I'm like, I just blab for 2 to 4 hours about nothing. And sometimes we eke out. It's like a monkey writing Shakespeare, right? It's just like bleep bloop blah 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 blah. Oh, wait, that does not combat the AI allegations where we're just like Simlish essentially, and every now and again it's like, but what if we change the world? What if? And then we just sold that for but 2 minutes, and then the rest of the 2 hours is yes, I think I would be a great cartoon. Anyhow. Better frontman James Hetfield, Dave Mustaine. You're gonna make me look up Dave Mustaine now? Are you rich? I wish. The key to being a voice actor, you have to be able to do voice in all ranges so you can express them no matter the emotion. I disagree. I think that there are a lot of people who assume that voice actors can just do everything, and that probably is a money-saving thing. But some people, they just shouldn't be hired for certain roles, and I would not be hired for the roles that I cannot do. You know, like the Species Girl in the one movie? Oh, I don't know what this movie is, sorry. Yeah, I don't know that one, but I do agree. We are not like that. Vocal fry, cringe, please no. Exactly. Why should we want to do this? The boyfriend she tells her husband not to worry about. Exactly. From now on, I have to ensure every comment is innuendo. That sounds like a lot of work. My birthday today. Happy birthday, Iman. Okay, this is really random, but I'm just so hyped right now. My favorite football team, soccer, of course, from my country just won. Congratulations. For their first time this year on Friday. It was about time. First half of the match, they scored 3-0 and ended up winning 6. What the heck? Okay. 6-0 when the match was over. We had 18-year-old that scored the first 3 goals, also called hat-trick, and he's the youngest to do it from Denmark. That is very exciting. Congratulations to your team. I'm sure that that will mean a lot with the win, and people will keep their eye on them and hopefully get some cool games and some exciting ones. And I'm sure that hat trick will probably also, their name is not actually hat trick, is it? They're not. They got a hat trick and their name is Hat Trick. Oh my gosh, that's just like meant to be. I'm so nervous for them because that's going to be their legacy now. It's just like, can Hat Trick do it again after they get 2 goals? It's like, well, is Hat Trick going for the hat trick? Oh my god. Well, they sound like they'll probably get poached, and then if they're doing that well at 18. So hopefully the team keeps them, you know. You're a lizard? You're a lizard, Harry. I'm a what? You're a lizard. If the goal is to blab, mission accomplished. Thank you. Do you like Eddie Vedder or James Hetfield? I don't know these names. Callbacks. Yes, I love a callback. Good show. Thank you. What color are your socks? You made me look white. Vocal fry is legitimately up there in the top 10 pet peeves. Really? Is that bad for you? Ooh. I guess that some people, it would be like Velcro. It's like, is calling your AI girlfriend actually supposed to be a compliment? Are they trying to imply you seem too good to be true? Well, they aren't calling me an AI girlfriend. They're just calling me AI. But I was talking about this with Rumi. Hi, Latrix. How you going? I was talking about this with Rumi, where I was like, been getting a lot of comments where people, and it's on YouTube rather than Twitch, so I don't know what it is, where they just keep calling me AI, and they're like, why? And I was like, I don't know. I haven't figured this out. Their theory was overcorrection, where people are trying to be really vigilant of recognizing what's AI and what's not AI, that they just dub everything AI. I don't know if it's meant to be an insult or a compliment, or it's rather because I'm not reading their messages, they just assume I am. But I think even if I did read their messages, they would probably still assume I am AI. But I'm like, what? What is their thought process? I think it's just meant to be irritating, but it's just, and it is. They've achieved that goal, I guess. Anywho, AI acronym for Australian imposter. I like it. Maybe we can use that one, Bob. I'm not an Australian imposter. I'm just a New Zealander. Thank you very much. Love from India. Thank you, Nathan. I love you. That was quick. That escalated quick. Okay. James Hetfield will never die. He will live on in his music. Wait, is he still alive? I should probably check that. But yes, he is still alive. Only born in the 60s, so he's still kicking. My baby's in love with Eddie Vedder. Oh, I don't know who that is. Sorry. His name is not Hattrick. His name is Jacob Armbig. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes sense. Enjoy this constant conversation. My ADHD does not allow me to watch gameplay and chat at the same time. Well, I'm glad that we can assist in that case. I will be playing games starting next week again, but I have a system in place where we will still have the just chatting streams rather than it being about the gameplay, because I like doing just chatting. I really do. Social media goal for 2026. Basically, I've already achieved it. My social media goal was to branch out onto YouTube. This is my first year that I've really done anything on YouTube. And so here we are. We're doing okay there. I don't know. I feel like maybe that makes me a bad content creator in terms of career goals, because I haven't got goals. But to be honest with you, because I haven't really had a base for I hadn't had a base for a few months because I had moved countries. And so I think my goal was literally just stream again, start there. Start with going live, and maybe going live consistently 3 to 4 days a week again. That's where my base was.
I'm doing my
and then
part.
I can build on that. So once I've gotten consistency again, and then I have to ask myself, did I ever have consistency? I don't know. But once I am comfortable there, that's when I can be like, okay, I've hit this goal. What's my next goal? Do I want to have a goal that is numerics? Do I want to have a goal that's more about posting? And I think that that's probably where I'm leaning towards, is I'd love to try and create some YouTube videos. It's not something I'm familiar with. I've done a few this year, but they're more chats to the camera. It would be kind of cool to get back into Discord movie nights and do little reviews on the movies that we watch, because I think that could be a lot of fun for us to do together. Yeah. That is my answer, but I'm giving myself I mean, we're not too far to the end of the month, so I'll start with consistency. Anyhow, what do you call a pregnant ninja? I don't know. What do you call a pregnant ninja? Hello, Acid. How you going? Is it pink is crazy, yeah, but it's not the first time someone has said it. It's just people who want to think about these things and feel like they'll just get banned immediately. I don't know. When you're going to visit the US, it's probably not going to be for a while. Maybe next year or the year after. It won't be this year, though. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouth of decadence. I'm going hungry. Nom nom nom. The team is the most... Yeah, see, there we go. The Koreans got banned for being gross. No, not even a gooner. What would it be? A pervert. That would be the one. The team is most hated the time in my country. The reason is the fan base has many hooligans. self-proclamation there. Wait, is that the word? You are doxing yourself as a hooligan, mayhaps? If you read every single message back, that would be 100% AI. You can't win. New Zealand bot got him! I mean, as she's not hearing what's going on, but I think brick background might suggest AI, perhaps. Okay. All right. Want to play a game? Yes, of course. I thought it was the opposite, where your ADHD demands half of the screen be taken up by subway surfers. I think that is antiquated. The things on the internet move so quickly. Subway service hasn't been a thing for like 6 years or whatever, right? Can't fail your goals if you don't have any. Exactly right. Hi, Prower. $100 for your dirty socks. Yeah, we got to get the money first, obviously. And also your address, please. You can just share that one in the chat and I'll send them to you. No, don't share your please don't dox yourself. I was being cheeky. If you actually want my dirty socks, I don't tend to have very dirty socks, so I think you'd be very disappointed. And so I feel like my socks are only worth like $20. Like, my socks are always so clean and they don't stink. I know, first world problems. I'm like, how do I sell my dirty socks? Do I have to go jump in the mud or something? I don't know. I even went for a run yesterday and I was like, I guess I just have good hygiene. I don't know. I feel like I'm bragging about this. It's making me uncomfortable about how clean my feet are. Anyway, I think that you'd be disappointed if I sent you my dirty socks, because they would be more like unwashed socks rather than dirty socks, and you'd be like, I paid $100 for this. So I can't in good conscience accept your money. I'm sorry. Bye, no guns. How was your Easter? My Easter was great. I was in Europe. Korea goals, both are admirable. I'd love to go to South Korea at some point. So not this year, probably not even next year, but Korea goals 2028. You heard it here. Don't hold me accountable to that, please. Just remember to make them goals, not expectations. Ooh, I like this. Yes, that's good. So yeah, I think that it would be cool to try something on YouTube, and that's what I've been saying, and that's why I did do a few chats to camera here and there, but I've fallen off the wagon there, so I would like to get back onto it. And I think that if I did some movies again, and then we can have Discord movie nights again, which is also nice, then that can be a nice thing to inspire me to just chat about the movie. Do you move from country to country because of legal troubles? I'm finally caught out, am I? I thought I hit it so well. No, I just wanted to travel. Goal! There must be a drought with all the thirsty children in here. Hilarious. Clemens all about the bass. But was like, no more time for that. Try something new. Cute. Those Gen Z reacting. Sorry. The Gen Z. Where was this? Reacting to movies for the first time videos are really popular. Yeah, see? I feel like we'll do alright. Second try. Do you know the band that hides in my name? No, unfortunately, Luna. I'm sorry. It's not a riddle that I can solve today. But I'm sure someone else in the chat will figure it out. They're both musos and kind of clever. Are there cream eggs? Yes, there are cream eggs in the UK, but I have not bought any cream eggs. Yeah, stop exposing me, Veeksix. I don't know why I said Veek. I think because I was rhyming it with Seeks. Don't get me started. Work is going into the annual personal development plan period. I'm 49 and happy in my role. I will learn on the job when I get work that needs it, as I have been doing that for 27 years. I don't need a PDP. You got it. Self-fulfilling prophecy. That's the one. Who's singing Temple of the Dog? It ain't me, I can tell you that. I just turned 40 and immediately got hit with the subway surfers is old. That's like from the Stone Age. Oopsies, my bad. Sorry guys. Sorry. Please send me your dirty socks. I have a new washing machine I really want to use as much as possible. Yeah, just 2 socks in an entire washing machine and still one of them ends up going missing somehow. Gen Z reacting to movies that are 40 years old is the dumbest thing ever. Jesus, HP support to watch a 16-year-old react to jaw snatching kiddos out of the water. Yeah, I've seen people who are doing like live reacts with the camera on their face while watching them. I don't think I'll do that. I think it'll just be, hey, we watched this movie in the Discord. By the way, Discord movie nights are a thing if you want to join the Discord. And this is what I thought. And that'll be it. And I'm trying to get over the fact that people won't care for my opinion, but that's what I get told constantly when I'm live streaming. So I'm like, if they don't care if I'm live streaming, then they don't care about my movies, and therefore I may as well do everything. I'm a nihilist. Oh my god! It only took us a couple hours, but I figured it out. I just need to adopt a more nihilistic approach where it's like, if it doesn't matter, then I may as well do it. Whoa. Anyway, I know at least one person will enjoy watching it, so it'll be for you, one person. And if there's more than one person, well, cool. Cool. Okie dokie. Career goals, like finding a K-pop class. Yes, I did find a K-pop class in the city, but they record the things and post them online, and I don't want to post it online. Recommend one movie, please. Once Were Warriors. It's from New Zealand. It's a real. I was gonna say romantic comedy. I was gonna do it, but I can't. I cannot do The Lie. I cannot. Once Were Warriors is a deeply dramatic, horrific film that is very well made. It is indicative of some of the troubles that the Maori and the indigenous people of New Zealand face, and it is ridiculously scary how accurate the portrayal it is of like people in that environment. It is really, really tough to watch, and so don't go into it thinking it's a feel-good movie. There are some really hard topics that it covers, but it's very well made and it is very raw, I think. I'm just thinking of that the phrasing, but yes, it's a very, very raw film, and it's New Zealand, so there you go. Greta Van Fleet. No, I'm not familiar with them, sorry. I love the music. Cute. Do you have a particular set of skills? No. I've been seeing Gen Z react to 9/11. What the heck? Of all things. I guess a lot of them were born after 9/11, so they're trying to make it a thing. Weird. That is weird. No, I haven't. This hasn't graced my algorithm, luckily. Peace and love and light, Bob. Thank you so much. I have a particular lack of skills. That's the one. Hi, Vettel. Do you know Stray Kids, as in the K-pop band? Yes. Yes, I do. But I do not know how to do any of the dances. Only way to make money from Reacts is Patreon. Ah, is it really? I wouldn't know why. Hi, Bender. How you going? You should add the Greasy Strangler. It's a solid group watching movie. You're making me nervous with a name like that. I have so many that I have to go through at some point, though. Everything is content. No! Everything is not content. I like living my life offline sometimes, okay? I like having some privacy. Not everything is content. Sometimes I'm just gonna, paint my mini in the comfort of my friend's home. It doesn't have to be content. I know that you're saying that somewhat facetiously, in the sense that a lot of people are like, remember, everything is content. I just hate it. I hate it so much. I like a life offline, okay? I do. I think that if everything was content, I would just stop finding any semblance of who I am as a person. It just I like coming to you guys and being like, this is me. This is who I am. And I think that if everything was content, everything was aligned, I would just become a shell of a person. I think I need my offline time to ground myself and remind myself that plants exist and whatnot. Anyway, sorry. I'm back. I know you were joking, but it hit me, okay? It struck a chord. It hit a nerve. Okay. Pearl Jam, Bush, or Nirvana? I'm gonna be a basic bitch. I am gonna say Nirvana. I do love me some Nirvana. Last time you did a good deed for someone. Last time, I mean, I held open some doors. I think that's nice. I went to the supermarket, just one of the tiny corner store ones, and a guy was moving stock and he knocked over a bunch of things, and so I helped him pick them up. That was yesterday, so I guess yesterday. Made a ding sound like it successfully finished a drink. Cute. Yeah, it's a New Zealand romantic comedy. That's the one. Leveled up. You know the song. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, Dario. What do you really like to do? What I really like to do. Ooh. I do like playing video games, but I haven't done that on stream for like 6 months. I do like playing board games and D&D. I like role playing. I like being silly, I guess. I like, but I like going for walks. I love playing Pokemon Go. I played so much Pokemon Go yesterday. Oh, let me see what my step counter was. I only have my phone to count, but let me have a look. Where would I find this? In fitness? No. Do I have step counter on here? Do I? Where would it be? I actually have no idea. Step distance. Okay, but yesterday. View step metrics. It says I've done 150 steps today. I want to know what I did yesterday. There we go. Okay. I did over 20,000 steps yesterday. Wow. Usually I do like 5,000. So that's pretty cool. I went for a lot of walks yesterday. It was really nice. Anyhow, your eyes and gaze are so beautiful. You are a true angel. Thank you. Thank you. Hope you're well as well, Shodan. When is your birthday? In June, and you can call me Clem. What happened to her face? Well, you're going to have to tell me, I guess. Do not be fooled. This is not live. True. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're a part of a team. Everything is awesome. Do you like Homelander from The Voice? From The Voice? The Boys, there we go. Do I like Homelander? As a character? No, he's awful. As an actor? God, he's good. God, he plays it so well, doesn't he just? Anyhow. Mike Who Cheese Harry. My coochie's Harry. If only that would work with my accent. Okay, this live stream reminds me of the show 30 Rock. That's a throwback. Hello from North Carolina. Hi, Max. How you going? It's Boba's lie. It's okay to leave it to the expert. Get wrecked, Boba. I wanted to say thank you. You're truly an inspiration. Oh, thank you, I guess. I admire your courage for putting yourself out there as a male to female trans person. You're a role model for trans kids. Thank you. I really appreciate that, actually. I'm glad that people can be inspired. I think it is important that that kids are able to remind themselves that they have people that are cool with who they are, you know? Homelander the New Zealander got a great American accent. Yeah, no one even knows he's a New Zealander. He just does it so well. It's not a troll. It's not a kind of movie. I'm not here to trick people out of an hour of a half of their life. It's really solid pick for a Discord group watch. Okay, so remind me what this was. Horse running? Greasy what? I mean, I can just click on your thing and then it will tell me, right? Greasy Strangler. Greasy Strangler. All right. Okay, last good thing you showed up, not just for us, but yourself. Thank you. I actually do really appreciate it. I really needed to push through today to do it. It's a bad coincidence that I'm Gen Z. I am feeling a bit wrong here. No, Luna, you're fine. We have a lot of people who are Gen Z, Millennial, and Gen X. We don't have too many teens, although YouTube is changing a little bit with that. I think the YouTubers are a little bit younger when they're like AI. But I myself am barely not a Gen Z. I'm on the cutoff, so I was born in 96. So some people call me Gen Z. I consider myself more of a millennial myself, but you're fine. You're fine. Nirvana sucks, may as well play Deftones. Oh, okay. I heard Kiwis are two Aussies as Canadians to Americans. I think that's a good comparison. Yeah, there's like the rivalry, you know? Hi, Anwar. I'm not a Discord guy, but maybe I could pop in whenever that comes out in like 2 years or however long that movie lister already is. The Greasy Strangler will probably be a long time. I was thinking that maybe we could do a movie night next weekend, but I haven't figured out what time suits the best. So that's something. Oh, no, not next weekend. I'm going to be away next weekend. First weekend of May, I would like to bring back movie night. How about that? I will just have to figure out what day and time works best. Leaves them walking for the rest of us. Thank you. Beautiful you are. Good night from Japan. Hello. Let me see. Konnichiwa. I'm doing well. My day has only just begun. I rolled out of bed and I hit start streaming. So that is my entire day. It's been a lot of nonsense. The brick wall is hard as bricks. Damn straight. It's fully bricked up. What's your favorite day? My favorite day is probably... I quite like Saturday. I don't know. I have to think about it. I've never had to think about my favorite day. I'll consider this. Claire, what a cute name. Yes. My real name is Claire. No, it's Clem. Hey, you're a redhead too. Let's go. 6 months with no video games. Hope you play them soon. Yeah, there's so many games out there. We'll get out there. We'll get out there. Deftones, Papa Roach. Cute, 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 cute. As a consumer of content, I say that in a way of trying to think of things you can do that appeal to people. Doesn't need to be focused at all times. It's not bad to consider, but I believe the most effective content is content you enjoy doing. Yes, that's why I haven't been doing video games. I genuinely have loved streaming recently. I would like to make that clear. I really, really do love streaming, and I would not do something that I don't want to do. However, I am also recognizing that for myself, I want to try and be more consistent. And for myself, I miss playing video games. And so I know how I'm going to do it in a way that will make me enjoy it rather than make me feel like it's work. Which I know sounds so like boo-hoo, oh, playing video games is work. No, it's not work. It's fun times. And so that is why I want to make sure that I am having fun times when I'm playing the video games. So I do not look at playing video games for other people. I look at the fact that I haven't been playing video games and I miss them. And if I'm going to be playing video games, I may as well live stream it. So I've figured out how I want to do it so that I'm not making it the bulk of my content, because this is what I like. I like hearing the nonsense from you guys. I like spouting nonsense. I really, really do. That's how I can do it for 2 to 4 hours every single day. Well, not every single day. If it were every single day, I would have been live yesterday. Am I right? Anyway, so I'm looking after myself in that department, but I do appreciate it. If you like doing something and comfortable sharing it, people are willing to share that time with you. Exactly. Your mic is sounding amazing. I don't think I could use this for ASMR, but I do appreciate it. And I wouldn't want to do ASMR. Saying Nirvana sucks, I might as well play Dead Tones as a level equivalence, not one of reverence. You're kind of looking like my friend. But she's a brunette. There we go. Anthony Starr does this thing with his tongue as Homelander. One moment. That he did as Van. Okay, in Outrageous Fortune. It was a show back in New Zealand. It kind of takes me out sometimes. He's still phenomenal. Well, I know that Heath Ledger did this like tongue licking thing as the Joker, which is apparently a tick that Heath Ledger himself had. And so he exaggerated it for the Joker because it looks kind of manic as the Joker. But people who know him as Heath Ledger and know these like small ticks are like, hey, there's Heath rather than the Joker. So maybe it's similar. Maybe Anthony Starr has this tongue thing that he does as a person that maybe he is highlighting on purpose, or it is genuinely just Anthony Starr, and that's why he's, no matter who he plays, it'll be there. 56-year-old here, and hi from Australia. Hi, Richard. I've just left Australia, actually. I was living in Melbourne for a while, but I am in the UK now. I'm a cusper on the other end. Nearly Gen X. Oh, there we go. I always forget where the cutoff of Gen X millennial is. There's Gen X's. Yep. I thought I was the oldest wrinkle. No. I think that... Do we have boomers? I think we have cusps who are on the cusp of boomer Gen X. But it starts to get lower. We've got quite a lot of Gen X's, though, I would say. What's the movie we watch? I'll have to look at my list and remind myself what we have. Do a southern accent. I don't know why you want me to do so many accents. Oh, my stars. I think the problem with my accent is I gotta, like, ease on into it. And then we gotta find a little bit more femininity. There we go. It's a little bit high rather than it being so low, you know? I think that sometimes if it gets too low, then I sound a little bit more like a man rather than like a happy Southern belle. I don't actually know how to do a Southern accent, so you'll have to decide if that was okay. That was okay. What goes on here? Nonsense. I woke up like this. Thoughts on UFOs? They're only UFOs until we identify them. I don't know. I've never really thought about UFOs. I did watch Game of Thrones. I did. What's good, Ginger? Chocolate cookies. Oh, I had to think about that. I was like, name something that's good. Cookies. Cookies are good. Who's your favorite character in Game of Thrones? My favorite character. Maybe like Jorah Mormon. I can't say his last name. The guy who, yeah, I think. How do you say his last name? Mormont. Well, I can spell his last name. I just can't say his last name. I quite like Jorah. I think that he made me like feel sorry for him. Is he my favorite? Anyway, he's who comes to mind, I guess. He's what comes to mind. How long have you been holding the mic? 2.5 hours so far. Until today, I didn't realize how long I saw you playing a video game. I know, right? But I like chatting, okay? Bet you get your first freckle and stolen soul before we get GTA 6. Here's hoping. I've been waiting my whole life. Female Asmongold, it's true. Hold me. I would if I could. You have strong finger game? Thank you. They're piano hands. Play Lies of P. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, now you're adding more to my list. I love a IP that is twisted. So like Alice Madness Returns, I still have to play that as well. That's one I really want to play. But Pinocchio, like, ooh, I do really want to play it. I don't know if it's the one that I'll play next. Female Asmongold, better skin. I would hope so. Hello from Australia. Oh, Calm, you're from Australia. I had no idea. I'm from Berlin. Hello, Luna. Wie geht es? Gen X is before 1982, and I'm 83. Ah, what's the beginning of Gen X in that case? Flying Rose said things that made me think she might be closer to Boomer, but I don't remember what. Yeah, Flying Rose. Flying Rose could be a Boomer, for sure. For sure. But I can't remember what the cutoff. Gen X cuts off 79 to 80. Well, Nightfox is saying 82, so I guess it's kind of variable. Roughly every 15 years. That makes sense. Every like generation, I guess. Can I call you Sheila? What's the Kiwi equivalent? Ooh. Miss. Hey, Miss. But I feel like that's more some of the Maori kids would say miss rather than I was gonna say Pākehā kids, the white kids. What would white kids say as well? I feel like miss works. Oh, miss. Check out that. Sheila is not really like New Zealanders will know what it is. Anyway, New Zealanders, what would we say? We should get Connor to land us Nanny Go, then we'd have a Boomer. That's true. That is true. This joy of streaming comes out through your smile. That's really sweet. Not a bad Southern Belle. Thank you for something that I just tried on. Oscar, we need Sheila 2 for a while, but I'm pretty sure it's not recent. Joanna Mormont, not that one. What is your opinion on Theon Greyjoy? Not too big a fan, but he definitely went through a horrible arc. I'll tell you that. Hello there, Palon. How are you going? Do you not get cramp in your hand? No, I don't. If anything, I get cramp in my elbow. So that's if you ever see me swap from holding, it's not actually this that I get cramp in. It's holding it from here. So no, I find that I'm fine for a couple hours, but that's sometimes when I need to stretch out my elbow. But I often will hold it in this one because I need to scroll with my mouse or with this hand. Jon Snow, what was it? Hello again, Richie. Jon Snow inherited his dad's family sword. Well, isn't he a lucky guy? I like Tyrion, fair enough. I was thinking if I like Tyrion, and I do. He's got some banger lines. I think that he's a great character, and I think that Peter Dinklage did a great job. Maybe I thought that would be too easy.
I'm doing my part.
Thank you for doing your part. For the record, not complaining about the lack of gaming. Your chatting is the reason I stuck around. Thank you. And I like it. I really do. I think that I've just embraced it a lot more since I haven't been able to play games, and it's made me realize how much I like chatting. Who's your favorite Walking Dead character?
Well, I actually haven't played the Telltale series, but I know of certain names in that because of reasons. So I would have to answer from the series, and I haven't watched the TV series, admittedly. So, I guess the guy who's in Death Stranding. I don't know. I didn't watch The Walking Dead and I haven't played it. How's the vibes? I'm feeling better now. I had a headache when I started, but I think the pills have kicked in. I've calmed down. I'm learning to deal with the chatters who just spam that I am AI by ignoring them. So because I feel like if they're spamming this is AI, then I may as well, like, it's not worth me converting them to be in our community. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we're finding our rhythm. We're finding our rhythm. Napoleon Dynamite, nice. Do you watch football? I do not. Sorry for my last text. I actually like the British accent. No, I don't know what my accent is, but you're fine, Luna. You're fine. Hi from Greece. Hello. It's not precise, but around there is the cutoff. Exactly. And I think that Gen Z millennial is similar, where it's like mid 90s. Some will say 94, 95, 96, 97. It's kind of this loosey goosey. My I've said this. My long-standing theory on the cutoff of Gen Z and millennial is I feel like a lot of people who are born in the mid-90s that have older siblings or people that they hung around with that are a little bit older than them, if it's not siblings, will push them further into the millennial generation, myself included. I have older siblings. I have a lot of cousins that I would spend a lot of time with. And so a lot of my pop culture references can come from my siblings or cousins who were teaching me these things that were more reserved for millennial. Whereas I think if I were the eldest child and I wasn't hanging out with other kids of an older age, that I would not be learning about like early 90s or late 80s, early 90s pop culture. I'd be learning about late 90s or early 2000s culture, which would now start pushing me into the Gen Z. But Raiders, hello, welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful stream. How you going, Les? I'm just catching up with chat here. 83 is def not Gen X. We're just talking about generations and what year are the cutoffs for the generations, basically. But welcome on in. I hope you had a wonderful time. How many push-ups can you do in a minute? Like one. I was trying to get into push-ups a few years ago. Maybe some of the regulars from Twitch will remember when I was trying to get better at push-ups. I think I can only do 1 or 2 now. So let's say in a minute, 60 seconds. I reckon I could squeeze out 2. I have no upper body strength, if that wasn't obvious. Egret, yeah, that's a good choice, Boba. I love dancing. I like dancing too. Are you a good bowler? Definitely not. Theon had a great arc despite what season 8 did to the whole story. Yes, season 8, we all know that Game of Thrones season 8 is now looked at as a massive disappointment, you know. I don't know how to say. I know that you're talking about the actor Weezox, but I will admit, as a white woman, I did have to read your comment. I was like, what is this word? And now it's made me super nervous to say their name. So I'm going to say, okay, the guy who, oh my God, wait, he's in Supernatural. Anyhow, I believe you. Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character. I know that I'm overthinking this, don't get me wrong, but I'm aware that people will take anything to clip out of context, and I would rather be safe than sorry. So Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I think he's a great actor. I can understand that his character is probably good in The Walking Dead. There we go. Norman Fetus. That's the one that I was thinking of. There's a midway gen called Zennials that are born between boomers and Xers. They bridge the gap and explains a lot about why we always feel so undefined. Yeah, it's again just to putting labels on things that don't need labels necessarily. Translation, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Tanko. Oh, sorry. I actually must have missed it. Luna, if you think, where is it? I can't see. I don't know if... mir geht es gut. Vielen Dank für die Frage. Oh, sorry. I know what that says. I just didn't see it. Sorry, Luna. Entschuldigung, es tut mir leid. Mein Deutsch ist okay, aber ich habe es, was ist Mist? Ich habe es nicht sehen in die Chat. Das ist warum ich habe nicht, was ist respond? Respond. Aber das ist warum ich habe nichts sagen. Ja, also Dankeschön, danke. Yeah, so that was just UK. I need to practice my German. So German is okay. I try to not speak so much German because obviously that means that a lot of other people don't know what we're saying. Antworten would be like, yeah, answered and stuff. But I don't mind when the Germans speak German because it gives me a chance to practice. And like now, where I'm like, I don't know what this word is in German, then you guys can help me. So thank you. Okay, Gen Zers 97 to 05 or 6. Oh wow, that's quite a short generation in that case. I guess with the internet and social media, maybe we will see generations and trends and that gap being a little bit smaller every 10 years or so. How long do you think you would survive in a post-apocalyptic world? The only thing that would have me surviving is the fact that I can go out without food for several days. So I reckon that I would not be very good at finding food, but I can survive on very little. Would I be able to get water? I don't know. I reckon I could survive a month. That's what I think. Les raid. Les is here. Is the ultimate comeback tool for the internet just straight ignoring? Exactly. That's the thing is people want their, and I don't intend to ignore, but that's the thing is you guys who are new, but those who have been here for a while, you already know that I get to the messages eventually. And so I kind of see it as a bit of a, if you can't stick around until your message has been read, then there is, then you're not going to do very well in this community because we're a very long, slow burn over here. So yeah, I'm trying to get better at just ignoring things because I'm still not used to having all the extra comments. We're finding our rhythm. Born in 96, I consider myself Gen X. I consider myself a millennial as a Gen rather than a Gen Zer as a 96er. Do you have older siblings, Max? Because then my theory will go out the window if you do. Just played for a night and every last. I had to sing karaoke. That's so cute. I will have to go listen to some. Oh, well, Les, thank you so much for raiding on in. Millennials are Gen Y, but there was a renaming of sorts. It was just getting a bit alphabetish. Yeah, now we have Gen Alpha, right? What all movies does Norman Fetus play in? Well, he's in Death Stranding, which is not a movie, but anyway. Duncan Schlarten Poopin. Yes, yeah, we don't really grow the mandarins, the clementine mandarins in Australia and New Zealand. So the first time I actually had a clementine was in Canada, of all places. Boomers are born between the end of World War II and the mid-60s. The Zennials are on the other end. I guess I fit in there between the X and millennial. I like calling it elder millennial. That's cute. You and the rest of humanity can last about 3 days before hunger pain kicks in. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is I think that I already have quite a suppressed appetite. So I think it's water that I would struggle with more than food. But I think dying of hunger takes about 30 or 40 days, doesn't it? I think water is 3 days. Hunger pains, yes, that's different. That's about pain rather than actual dying of starvation, though. 3 weeks? I think 3 weeks sounds about right. No, I agree, Neo. I feel like the obviously we have to think about what does post-apocalyptic landscape look like, and so I think I could last 3 weeks. I agree. But my issue would be the water, because I do think that I would be able to be okay on little food for a while, because that's kind of me anyway. It wasn't 05 or 06, but 97 to... Yeah, 2012 makes more sense. 15 years, that's what someone said earlier. 999! I cannot say that. I would simply refuse. Hi from New Zealand, Kia ora, Wills! It's good to have our Kiwis. I've really found that we've been growing our New Zealand audience since branching out onto YouTube. It's really cool. I miss my Kiwis. You do stand-up? No, I just sit down. Thank you for the resub!
Hello from Australia, ha ha.
Hilarious, Rubber Ducky. It's good to see you. I hope you've been keeping well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's good to see you. G'day, g'day. How was Theon Greyjoy punished? Well, I mean, you know this. You clearly are familiar with the series. Why do I need to remind everyone of how Theon Greyjoy was punished, you know? I would have stuck around if Subway Surfers was on screen.
I'm
Maybe
doing my
next time
part.
I can do that. Thank you, Zafir. Or Kara. I think I'll go Kara. That's a nice way of putting it. I'm a millennial, same. I consider myself Cody, so do my parents, and I'll go with that. Nice. Gen Z sucks. No, I actually really like a lot of the people in Gen Z. It's just like anything. Maybe I'm just bad at generalizing people. I don't have older siblings. Aha! So my anecdotal evidence shows that if you consider yourself a Gen Zer without older siblings, that maybe I might be onto something. Because you would have had to be the person who makes way for taking in pop culture, for example. So as a 2-year-old, we have very little memories. But for me, a lot of the music and the TV shows that were watched from millennials were passed on to me because that's what, and the games as well, that's what my older siblings were embracing. You'll dehydrate and die of water issues before hungry. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I fasted for 9 days easily. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I thought that humans can it takes a lot longer to starve. I think Gen Alpha is cooked because of the screen time. I'm working with small children. They already know 6, 7 mean but can't fucking count. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't envy the younger generations. How about that? 3 to 4 weeks depending on caloric intake and burn rates. There we go. You guys got it. What are we talking about? How long it would take to die of starvation, apparently. Rule of 3s. 3 minutes for air, 3 days for water, 3 months for food. 3 months? It would take 3 months? Oh my god. If it were 3 months without eating any food, I feel like I would end it much quicker, admittedly. So I feel like 3 weeks is my limit because I'd be like, I'm just done. Been watching the stream and you have some viral worthy moments. I'm an editor. Mind if I drop a 30-second sample of how I'd edit your clips? Yeah, if you're in the Discord, you can always privately message me as well, Hussein. Yeah, sure, if you'd like. I really appreciate the view, I guess. The what's it called? The objective look. The millennial tag are so meaningless. Exactly. Yes, they're just 2 different generations, but again, it is that label that we create to be like, okay, you belong in this group, you belong in this group, as long as people are nice, you know. I don't do stand-up, no, I just sit. What is 2 to 3 weeks? No, I swear it's only a few days. Food is a month to starve to the point. Yes, exactly, to like literally die. Why are there so many cute Pokemon sounds? Because I like Pokemon. It's from Generation 4 specifically, if you'd like the extra tidbit. You believe in Jesus? I believe they existed, yes. Shake sausage and Bolton cute. Not all Gen Z sucks. I completely agree. I think that like any group, you can't just be like, oh, like I hate Gen Z, I guess, will be the example. It's like some people will be cool, some people won't be cool. Same with millennials. It's just people are obnoxious. That's the generalization that we can say. Everyone can be obnoxious in their own way. So therefore, we just got to remember that there's some cool people as well. There are some rare good ones. But again, I don't think that's exclusive to Gen Z. I think that is like literally if every single generation, you could be like, oh, millennials are so insufferable because of this. And boomers, well, they ruin the planet or whatever. Every single generation you can complain about. And so I choose not to. But I am an obnoxious optimist. So who's your favorite member from Blackpink? Lisa! I like Lisa. Although I have been on a bit of a Jenny kick. Anyway, Zennials were born 75 to 85. Grew up both not knowing mobile and internet communication. Also grew up when it was introduced. So in general, they are comfortable with technology, but also clearly identify with a time without it. Yes, whereas I feel like millennials are like technology, even if it's not social media tech, but technology was adopted in their childhoods for sure. He shouldn't have lost his manhood. No, Theon, it's very sad. Very sad. You grew up in New Zealand. Where, yeah, also New Zealand is a few years behind. I have to remember that too. New Zealand pushes me into the millennial bracket because we got everything a few years late. So it's like I'm born in 91, you know? All right. Start cutting off the leg at that 3 week point. Num 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 num. Is castration legal in Germany? I would have no idea. I feel like I can't imagine that it would just be a free for all, you know? You like Psyduck? Very good choice. Like Ocean and forest is full of food and water. Survival is easy here. Yeah, so I feel like if you have a good spawn point, then you'd be okay. I don't think where I am I have a lot of easy access to clean water and food, but I'll have to think about it. Those monks that slowly fast till they're walled up and mummified, that's some dedication for sure. You're just a microphone? I am just a microphone, exactly right. You're so pretty. Thank you, Chana. I appreciate it. Where did that question even come from? Yeah, just... Anyway, we don't know how we get on any of our tangents. Hi, Bear. Good to see you again. There's a whole bunch of shit people from every group, exactly. It's the spoiled apple ruining the bunch, and you can see that in extremes. For example, I'm a feminist. I also recognize there are a lot of people who use that term, and I don't identify with those people where they're like, I'm a feminist and I hate men. And it's like, okay, well, that goes against everything that feminism is. But I can understand why people don't like the term feminist, because there are people in that group that really ruin feminism. And the same with religion. I'm not a religious person myself, but there are religious, is zealots the word I could use? There are, like, I think that would be the word, right?
I'm doing my part.
Meaning, let's double check. I feel like that's a good word to use. A person who is fanatically or extremely devoted to a cause, ideal, or religion. Yes, okay, I'm confident in this choice then. So there are a bunch of religious zealots which would make you not want to associate with that religion. And people will also have their own journeys with religion, etc., etc., etc. I can say that from my own experience. But I don't dislike people just because they're religious. Like that's ridiculous. That is, it should be up to them to prove whether they're a nice person or not. But these zealots will be the type of person that I think does spoil any religion. And I'm not saying any branch, like literally every branch, the zealots ruin it, because I think the core of a lot of religions and the faith is really, really beautiful. Even I say that as someone who's not religious, but there are just some dickheads who really not only ruin it, but also convince other people to follow their ideals, which are now no longer about the religious ideals. It's about the individual's ideals. And that makes me sad. So, point being, the Gen Z are fine. And, you know, they've had it tough. I have nothing against Gen Z. I have nothing against Gen Alpha. I don't envy the younger generations. I really don't. I cannot imagine growing up in the social media and internet world that we have now.
I'm doing my part.
That would be super, super tough. But I don't think they just suck just cause. I think kids suck. Maybe that's a generalization I'm okay with doing though. No, kids are fine. They're fine. But in the same way that I'm like, they're fine. Do I want to hang out with them? Nope. Anywho, you know who's got 2 thumbs in his school? This guy. Wait, not me. Go to Cameron. Anyhow, every generation is better than boomers at least, and that's just a fact. True. I don't like religion, but I like people. Yeah, and I think that's fine. And you can recognize that there are people who might be into something that you're not. The same way, like, I'm not a sports fan. Does that mean that I dislike every single person who likes sports? No. Oh, endless. No, I'm kidding. And so people can dislike things and like things that are the opposite to you, but that doesn't mean that you should dislike them as a person, you know? Anyhow, who is your favorite member from Cat's Eye? I don't like the band Cat's Eye, so I don't know who my favorite member would be, I guess. I like religion. I don't like gingers. Well, hopefully you can, by the same token, recognize that just because one is ginger doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Although my concern would be more that if you say you don't like gingers or blondes or brunettes, that could be a slippery slope to not liking other groups. And that would make me very hesitant to, want to befriend one like that. The core of Islam is Muhammad and Whoa, did he really? That's gross. Well, today I learned. Today I learned. I did not know this. Do you have family in Scotland? I do not. Are you considered a baddie in your hometown? Definitely not. Definitely not. Oh, unless you mean like an attractive person, then definitely not. Hi, Nepal. Hi. Hello. Castration is legal in Germany. Damn. Another thing I learned today. Okay. I'm a bit of a weird Gen Zer, I think, because my internet's I'm way more millennial than Gen Z. Yeah, I guess it just depends on the things you like, right? Oh, castration would be legal for dogs. They would call that neutering, I suppose, but in German. The wall needs repainting. No, it just needs rebricking. The generational naming rulebook, it's the New Zealand clause. Okay, castration for punishment. I don't think that there are many countries in the world that still use castration for punishment, but I could be ignorant in that fact. I could learn something that will make me go, Is a Gen Alpha the one that's still going? Yes, I don't think Gen Alpha has a cutoff date. So before Gen Z was looked up, and 2012 is around the cutoff date. So we'd be coming to the end of Gen Alpha. I don't know if Gen Beta, they're just doomed from the start with a name like that. I don't know if Gen Beta is technically beginning now, but it would probably be around here. Do you keep a dream journal? I tried to at one point, but not anymore. What's your favorite dog from TV or film? A dog that I go, oh. I mean, the dog that I'm thinking of is Futurama, but I wouldn't say that that's my favorite. That's just very traumatic. I'll have to think about it. I do not know. I did like the dogs in Fall Guy, but that's just because that's the most recent one where I was like, damn, those dogs are talented. I wouldn't say that they have a particular personality that makes me go, aw. It was more the acting dogs rather than the character dogs. Starship Troopers, yeah. There's the one. I believe in Great Almighty Glip Glop. We love it. We love it. Kanon from Doctor Who, nice. Interesting accent, yeah, it's a bit of an amalgamation. Cubone is the most humorous Pokemon. Hilarious. I love it. I've never heard that before, and I'm so ashamed because that's very clever. All people annoy me, no matter what the generation. At least you're consistent. I've met a couple alphas that had good heads on their shoulders. Good. Very good. Yeah, I've got nieces and nephews, and they're fine. Like, I don't... they're a mix of Gen Alpha and Gen Z. My eldest nephew would, I think, technically be a Gen Zer rather than... Yeah, he'd be a Gen Z. But the others are Gen Alphas. They're good kids. There are so many beautiful philosophies from almost every organized religion. Just don't drink the Kool-Aid, exactly. I think being nice to religion blindly like this is dangerous. I don't think that that's what I was... I think that you're not allowing me my nuance, Lily. Who is your favorite ginger celebrity? I got asked that literally earlier today. I still don't have an answer. Did you know that paper sizes din A are legally defined by the size by law? That's incredible. I did not know that, but that feels very German. Many still wouldn't believe even if something divine happened right in front of them. This is also very true. I agree. No soul? Correct. I don't like sports. I don't like religion. I don't like my boss. Now I don't have one. Noise. Den A0 is 1 square meter. Yes. So Hannah Fry, if you guys like nerdy stuff, you guys should check out Hannah Fry. She teaches some very, very cool things, and she did one on paper sizes and how incredible paper sizes are and how incredible she is. She didn't talk about that last part, but it comes through. I love gingers myself. I'm kind of forced to, because I can't really escape it. What if I made a religion focus entirely on gingers? Then how would you feel about it? I feel like that would be a fetish, maybe. The names were Rihanna bint Zaid and Sophia bint. Oh, I missed what that was. Sorry, Lily. Did gingers give you the shits? No, I've eaten ginger before, and it hasn't upset my tummy. No, I think it's fine for me. I own a basement attic. Close enough. Asmongold wishes he had those teeth. Well, he just got new ones, apparently. So, you know, we're like the same. Except my teeth are real. But, you know, good on him for fixing his teeth. Snoopy is cool. Cute. I mean, I don't know Lassie personally, but I know of the film with Lassie in it. You know why guys avoid girls like you? No, I don't actually. Could you please share, Justin? I would like to get some insight so that I can learn, you know? There's no one I like in the people I hate group. Fair enough. Do you feel like people hypersexualize your accent and gingerness? Not my accent, no. I often just get I can't pick that accent. I don't think people fetishize or sexualize my accent. They'll be like, oh, I like your accent, or I hate your accent, or whatever. But their gingerness, yes, absolutely. I have been fetishized just for being ginger. It is a whole thing. But all I can do is just kind of try to brush it off or educate when I can as well. So people avoid me because I have pick-me vibes. Can you explain to me what gives me pick-me vibes? For one of my favorite dogs, I remember foot rub flats. Oh my god! Sorry, very exciting. Yes, yep. I might even still have one of the books. Represent New Zealand, represent. I like your use of vocabulary. Thank you. I don't know why I stumbled on vocabulary though. I try to learn new words. I really do enjoy words. I think our language, as in English, I should say, but not just English, is so vast and beautiful that it's nice to learn some more words out there to try and find the perfect word for a situation. And I never have the perfect word, but it is cool. It makes you sound smart, yes, but don't let that fool you. The lighting on the wall is just a fluorescent light and the sun. Sparse grass. I don't know how to say it. Sparse and grass. Did I just say something that I shouldn't have? Anyhow. Hi, Sean. Hi, Daniel. You're just supposed to do the opposite, as in make people not want to be impressed by you? I don't know what you mean. Which celebrity would you love to meet? Asmongold. Because then I can be like, do you think I look like you? You know? I watched the video, loved it, only started getting her videos recently. Subscribed at once. Yeah, Hannah Fry's awesome. I've never seen you before, but immediately subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Damn baby, you still here? I am indeed, Roxy. Welcome back. I didn't see the new Asmon teeth update. I might have to search out some YouTube drama later and catch up. Yeah, I look, I do watch some Asmongold. I'll say it. I will. I get too many references to Asmongold that I started watching his content. I'm one of the 5% of women that. Oh, my tea is empty. That's really sad. Anyway, I don't think that people who watch me would necessarily like watching Asmongold, so I wouldn't say go and watch him. I genuinely don't think that we have very, very different content and very different views. Very, very different views, but that's also why I watch it, because I'm like, I like trying to see through someone else's perspective, I guess, and they're very good at expressing that, so it makes it easy to listen to. Anyhow, like I said, wouldn't recommend him, but it does mean that I learn a lot about him, like the fact he's got new teeth. It was after his ban on Twitch, and anyway, it's not my job to share Asmongold. Updates. Crypto and Ace, Superman and Batman's Dog Plus World's goodest boy, Snowy from Tintin. Also cute. What time is it? It's only 11:30 in answer to that. Yes, Ginger, Misty was Ginger as well. I've actually done a cosplay of Misty. Hi, Macbee. How you going? Do you know what a fur burger is? No, I do not. I'm scared to find the answer as well. What would be your last meal on Earth? Probably, if we're talking about it realistically, like a grain of sand, something that I'm like, can this sustain me? Can this, oh no, and then I die because I couldn't find anything else to eat. But if you're asking me what I would like to eat as my last meal if I were on like death row or something, I don't know. I love lasagna. Lasagna is pretty good. Apparently, gingers do have a higher pain tolerance, but I wouldn't know. All I know is how painful things are to me. I don't know if that's a higher tolerance or lower tolerance than other people. New Zealand has to be the absolute top of the list for most stunningly beautiful women per capita. I can tell you that I went to Croatia recently, and I would not say that I think New Zealand has stunningly beautiful women per capita, because I was like, holy crap balls. Like, oh my God. There are a lot of... Anyway, maybe I'm just biased because I left New Zealand, but I was very stun-locked at the gorgeous people of the Balkans, I guess. Oh, Fergburger. Yes, I have gone to Fergburger. I was surprisingly disappointed, but that's because I'm a vegetarian, and they had these like falafel things that they only made about this big, and so as a burger it doesn't work because they just keep falling out of your burger. It's like, why is this not a patty? So I was a bit disappointed in Fergburger. So yes, they do still have it down in Queenstown. My view is I always try to understand people even if I don't agree with them. Yes, exactly. That's how you build bridges. That's how I look at it too. I'm subscribed to 3 Hannahs. Cute. Yeah, it's a pattern now. Did Asmund recently get banned? Yes, he did, for saying he didn't care about some... I don't know. He used this term third worlders. Anyway, he got unbanned. So that anyway, that's the drama. I'm not a drama farmer, I guess. So it's like it kind of just goes. Phew. Although, have you guys seen the Saikuno drama recently? Hot damn! Oh my God! Whoa! Who would have seen that coming? Am I right? Player played. The fact you watch him despite not agreeing with him puts you on a level that's above 99% of the rest of the planet. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. It's just, I like Moist Critical. I think he's funny. Do you know my favorite? I'll tell you who my favorite YouTuber is. Chad. If I, like, literally, if anyone, not that anyone did, but if anyone asked me who's my favorite YouTuber, Chad, I don't even have to think about it. She's amazing. She's funny. I love her content. I wish she had more, but she doesn't. And so I'm just happy for it when it does come out. Anyway, that's the kind of YouTuber that I would want to be. I don't know why I'm not trying to go out of my way, because I guess I see how infrequently she posts and I'm like, yeah, that would be me, hey. Anyhow, I like Chad. She's great. Furburger Intimendo Ferg. In fact, I like the content creator Morpars. He's from Tassie. I'm not familiar with them, but I'm glad you have someone you like. Significantly based answer. Thank you. I love Chad. She's so good. Does Vegemite grow? No, it doesn't. It's just made from the leftover yeast of beers and whatnot. So it's basically malt and yeast extract is what Vegemite is, but it is very tasty. I just watched an advert for you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I actually, I need to get something that tells me when the ads are. The previous setup I had would just say ads are running, but now it's like, I don't know. They just happen where they happen. I used to say, sorry guys, there's an ad break, but I'll fix that. I'll fix that tonight. Since Clementine left New Zealand, the percentage per capita shot up like a rocket. It's true. Well, it's just because the population is so small, I was bringing it down. Are you savvy about internet drama? No, I'm not savvy. I just get snippets of it, I suppose. Anything that Moist Critical covers is basically my drama farming. Did you try the veggie burger fuel when you were... I did. It was fine. I wouldn't rave about it, but it's okay. Go to bed. It's not even midday. Go back to bed? Oh... I take the joke back that No, you're so fine. I know that was very funny, horse running. That was very funny. You'll notice that the regulars, they like to heckle me severely. That was a very good one. That was very funny. I'm just slow. I'm just very, very slow to read, and you freaking nailed it. That was good. It was good. You don't have to worry about a thing. Has something to do with the war in Palestine? No, it wasn't about the war in Palestine for Asmongold. Okay, the thing is, I'm being very coy. I know exactly why Asmongold it was banned. I don't want to prove how much I know about Asmongold. That's the problem. I don't want to be here like, okay, guys, here's what happened. Because then it shows that I know what happened. And how do I know what happened unless I watch the content and follow everything religiously? And I don't want to put myself in that category, okay? So, Asmin Goldbat got banned and is now unbanned? Oh, I don't know what happened. I know exactly what happened, okay? I know exactly what happened. I just don't want to talk about it. I don't want to show my hand, okay? This is my offline time. I don't talk about Asmongold except when I'm compared to him online on how we have the same face, okay? Offline? Sure, I'll go watch his content. Online, I don't want to admit to that shit, okay? I don't want to admit to that. That's embarrassing. No, it's fine. I think that I like I said, I know exactly why I watch Asmongold, but I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to recommend other people go watch him. It was not about the war in Palestine, though. I can tell you that. It was about people. No, you're sucking me into it. You're sucking me into it. Hi, Busy. I have not visited Poland. I would love to visit Poland. It is on my list, and I'd like to go. He got new teeth. Yes, he got new teeth, and this is only like last week, maybe not even. And he got banned and unbanned within a few days. I know these things. I wish I didn't. Okay, I wish I didn't, but I do. My favorite country, not only this is Poland, because I'm from Poland. All my German friends visit again and again since visiting once. I would love to go to Poland. It's high on my list. Do you have a city or village or town? Do you have a place that you would recommend visiting when I eventually go to Poland? Because I don't want to just go to the like biggest cities and then that be the Polish experience. I'd like to know why, where, What's the channel name? Chad. So like Giga Chad, CHAD, twice. I'm Chad. Not really. She's just very, very funny. She's very funny. Chill out. I don't know what that was for, but nonetheless. There's a good Simon Whistler video on Vegemite that popped up on my algo today. I don't know Simon Whistler. I'm well busy. How are you? If you are real, my name is Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Hello. Sorry, I only just read your message now. Hi, Jackson. I hope you're well. What's going on here? We ask ourselves that every single day, Archer. I never heckle. I prefer to make you laugh. Cute. What's in her coffee? Well, nothing at the moment. It's empty. Sad times. Belter of a mindset. That's... the moment the stream ends, we all know that her channel she's immediately and obsessively putting on. Well, it's not Chad, because Chad only posts like every 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I would be if Chad posted every day, that's where I would be, okay? I'd just be like, oh, Chad, you're so wonderful and amazing and hilarious and would be best friends. And I'm not parasocial whatsoever. I promise. We just would be best friends. And it would just be me sitting there like this. Wow, you're so hilarious. Anyway. So I like Moist Critical as well. He's easy to watch. It's ridiculously got banned for it while Hassan says way worse things. So well, that's the thing is the comparison was like if I write here was like, oh, I don't care what fat Americans think. And hey guys, this is the internet drama. Now you be your own judge. Instead of doing my opinion on something. And that's the thing, is I'm not saying I think I'm trying to skirt around my opinion on it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's ridiculously got banned. Oh yeah, that's one. Signing off, you earned yourself a new sub. Thank you, Oscar. We'll see you next time. If you're a real... Oh yes, Jackson. Sorry. Hi, Jackson. Twitch keeps dropping for me. Do I need to switch to YouTube? Hello, Tiny. How you going? You're sucking yourself into it. I know, it's bad. The thing is, I have this problem where I'm like, here is the fact, and you guys need to know the fact. I'm like, no, you don't need to know the fact. This is not information that I need to share. My favorite is JREG. I'm not familiar with them. Sorry, Ox. Way more polarizing answer, especially because he'll commit to the meta irony shtick so hard that his intent is intentionally miscommunicated sometimes. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have to check them out now. J-R-E-G. J-R-E-G. Okay, I've got that on my list to look up later. I'm curious. What is this? What? Why? Okay, when I click on images, this image doesn't come up. Latest post? What is this profile picture? It's the Chungus, but with his face. I don't even know how to show you guys. I'm trying to bring it up. Where is? I'm scared. I'm scared. Oh, Twitch is being bad. Oh, I can see that I got dropped frames. Okay, no, I can see that it was probably on my end that Twitch was playing up. I don't know why. Sorry. But hopefully it's better now. Okay. Ah! Are farts even real? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You have to say it, otherwise you're not real. Sorry, Jackson. I'm just slow, okay? Oh, it's lagging on YouTube? Weird. Q video, Clementine addresses Asmund Gold drama with apology. We need to make that Asmund. No, the thing is, okay, I'm gonna be so real. I don't want to have I don't want to have any Asmund Gold crossover because I'm not ready for it. I'm just a little baby streamer who averages like 50 viewers. If I'm gonna get however many thousands of people from his community stop by, I don't think I will handle it. I'm not equipped for it. Okay, I can barely run however many people are chatting in the community right now. Okay, I'm not here for it. I would not be prepared for it. It would be overwhelming. I don't know how to manage a chat that I can barely read, let alone one that I can read, okay? Anyway, that's why I'm not here for the crossover. Oh no, Jackson has decided that they are going to call me an AI. Even the fact that I called them Jackson over and over again, they decided that they wanted to call me AI. After they said they loved me, this is the biggest breakup and heartache that I've had in my history. Your smile is all gum. Well, you know, if it were true... Can you explain to me why some people say, "Oh my God, you look like you have teeth like a horse," and then simultaneously you're saying it's all gum? I feel like those are two conflicting messages that I'm getting. Anyway, the irony of getting buffering, and hopefully it's better. Oh, okay. Well, I can see that it is dropping frames horrifically on my end, so maybe we'll call it a night in that case if it's being that bad. I haven't heard Big Chungus in a long time. Yeah, I just wanted to show you Big Chungus. That's all I wanted to do. YouTube is not bad. A little audio
doing
desync
my
every now and
part.
then it recovers itself. Weird. Yes, I am on Twitch as well, Lily. Any pets? No, unfortunately not. Your hair? It is red? Oh, God. Why didn't someone tell me sooner? How many pets do you normally have in the chat? I mean, is this AI? You tell me. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, you can't say smile is all gum when I am constantly commented on my teeth, all right? It doesn't work like that. Even slow-mo doesn't help with 1K chatting people. Anyway, answer to your question. I feel like for Twitch, I average around 50 viewers. And not everyone chats, but I feel like the percentage of people who watch and chat, I do think our community is quite high. A lot of people have lurker communities. I think that we have a big chatter community. And so it won't be all 50 people chatting at once. I'm only just started multi-streaming to YouTube. And so we obviously have a lot more people now talking in the YouTube chat as well. I don't know how to measure YouTube chat stats though. So I'm not sure, but I feel like how many people have been chatting today is pretty normal compared to since I've started multi-streaming, I guess is how I would phrase that. Yeah. Cool ginger wig, thank you. It costs a lot of money. Green screen or real wall? Real wall. Ow. There you go. Is this AI? Fucking hell. I'm not an AI. I'm more of an FU. Hilarious. Sarah's wrong. You got nice teeth. Thank you. I would ask for a refund from my orthodontist if they were anything else. First tell me I love you, then I will believe you are real. Well, that feels like something called coercion. So I shan't be coerced into saying I love you. Thank you very much. That is not the start of a healthy relationship. You know? Maybe you don't know. I love your horde teeth. Thank you. Yes, good chompers. All teeth, no gum. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, I need to stop that. I'm actually a little bit self-conscious of my teeth right now because I like to go to the dentist every 6 months. I love going to the dentist, actually. A lot of the people who have been around for a long time, they know this about me. I love the dentist. I'm one of the few freaks who love the dentist. And so these are actually not as white as I usually have them. And it's made me a little self-conscious because I've been drinking a lot of tea. And I know that a lot of people will be like, what do you mean? Your teeth are very white. I'm like, yes, I know. Compared to normies. But compared to my own standard, I need to go back to the dentist. I actually don't need to go back to the dentist, but I want to go back to the dentist, okay? If I could afford going every 3 months, I would. And by the dentist, I do mean the oral hygienist. I should make that clear for anyone who cares. Oral hygienist. I would go every 2 months, let's be real. I love it. I love it. Clean my teeth, baby. Anyway, Jackson joined Team AI. It's over. We'll never defeat them with a star player like that. He made a meme ideology. I'm guessing this is JREG called anti-centrism. He ironically occupies all 4 extremes of the political compass at the same time. He's hilarious, and this is how I became informed enough to warm up to the left. In 2020, because I found Drake, thank you for the pronunciation, a year prior. All right. Well, I'm very curious because I have recently been dabbling in politics as a hobby. That is such a ridiculous sentence to say. I have been trying to be more informed, but by being informed, I try to watch people that are on a different who have different values than I do, because then I feel like that helps. I don't want to get too caught in the echo chamber, I guess, on any end of the compass, and I feel like people who challenge my thoughts are the same people who help make me more confident in my thoughts and beliefs. Anyhow, that's enough. So I am curious to see how I will find Dreg, is my point, if that is how you're phrasing them. It'll be interesting. Shine on the haters, you got good teeth and a happy smile. Tanko. Love your emotes. Thank you, Luna. So beautiful. Thank you. Hi, teen. Chuck my fungus live. Hilarious. I think this might be AI. Oh yeah, I tried to add you as a mod, Clem, and it couldn't find you. So I think you're the AI, actually. I literally, today, I even have it open. I have an open window right here to remind me to look into it, because I was like, why are you not appearing as a YouTube addition to moderate? So I don't know what's wrong with your channel, but I cannot find you. Anyhow. Delta has a twerker community. Also true. Clem is only AI on YouTube. That's true. Yeah, I'm real on Twitch, but I'm AI on YouTube. I'm definitely not an AI sent from the future to kill John Connor. Definitely not. Thank you, Bear. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Thank you for sharing it. It's the gingerness. That's what makes me an AI. That's true. Who knew punching a brick wall would hurt? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I've actually stopped responding to the AI comments, Joe. There are some that because basically I was saying this to the mods, is sometimes I read the message out loud and then I'm like, fuck. Where I read it, what I need to do is I read the message and then I go, should I say this out loud? But oftentimes I just read it out loud and then I go, now I have to combat it because I've said it out loud. But people who have watched me this week compared to today, you probably recognize that the amount of people that have said AI and the amount of times that I have brought it up is way lower than the before. I have been ignoring a lot more commentary on AI than I have previously. So I'm learning. We're learning over on the YouTubes. YouTube is a different type of demographic, I guess. People who claim that I'm an AI. So we're learning. Anyhow. If you're real, play the song Attention by Charlie Puth. I won't play it, but I'll say, you just want attention because that is true. Otherwise you wouldn't be telling me what to do. You just want attention. You just want some fame. But I had to break it to you. I am very lame. I could have said game. I could have gone for game. I won't play this game. I could have said I won't play this game. Instead, the truth came out. Anyhow, I actually need to get a dentist here. I don't know if my dentist is hot because I haven't got a dentist over here yet. I agree with that point. Often when I talk with my friends about a game we play and I have a point that say I back up with arguments, but friends often go against it without any arguments. Exactly! Or really bad ones. It just confirms that I was right anyway. Yeah. Thank you so much for also putting like what you were commenting on, because I know that I am very behind in chat a lot of the time. So the fact that it's like, this was in reference to this. My kind of person. Thank you, Crimson. Clem is a figment of our collective imagination. Damn. Can you make big farts? Not on command. Only after I eat a lot of beans. Hi, Stephen. I hope you're well as well. Dreg is great content. Awesome. If you stay informed, you buy into the global psychosis. Ooh. So I should just be... take the ignorance is bliss route, you know? Any tattoos? Just the one. Let me know if you want to see it, because it's very easy to show you. May I buy a toothbrush? Only once I get sponsored by well, not even a reputable. I'll just take the sponsorship. Once I get sponsored by a teeth company, so either toothbrushes, or toothpaste, then you can buy my toothbrush. Is not the one I use, but a toothbrush. I feel like there are certain sponsorships that I would absolutely nail. Anything to do with shampoo or conditioner, anything to do with hair, teeth, skincare. I think I'm very, very lucky that that I have pretty good skin. Even right now, like this, I've been breaking out a little bit on my forehead, but I think that skincare companies, that you're missing out. I could sponsor. You could sponsor, I mean. What are the tea? I drink a lot of tea. I literally every single stream I start with a cup of tea. I don't think there's a stream where I've missed having a cup of tea. Maybe one. It feels like less than 1%. Anyhow, those are sponsorships that I would nail. Just like that, you're real. I'm a real girl. Jackson has dubbed it so. Just like Pinocchio, I have finally become a real girl. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. You're a ghost, I believe it. I don't trust your voice. Fair enough. Bro, I got banned on YouTube. Yeah, I know. I saw. I saw it, boo-boo. I don't know what you did, but I did see you get banned. So I don't know if Nine Fox was flexing, or if something else has happened, but we'll fix it later. Or we won't. So fuck you, Boba. Perfect feature needs water constantly, but no food. AI, true. I'm not attracted to you, just looking for entertainment. Well, you're looking in the wrong place, I'll tell you that. My dream is meet you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Arigato, teen. I can see the characters in your name, so I'm assuming Japanese. YouTube is interesting, isn't it? I think I'm delayed. Testing. Hi. I do know that we had some dropped frames. It says 12,620 dropped frames, but I don't know if that was on YouTube as well. YouTube does have a bit of a delay. Oh yes, YouTube does have a bit of delay in general, also true. How come you're happy? Because I'm doing what I love. Isn't that exciting? You're exhausted? I'm actually not exhausted. Last stream around this time, usually around 3 hours is where I'm like, okay, bye. But last stream, I felt like that, and then we went on for another hour. But I feel okay today, despite the headache. I think the pills have kicked in. I had a headache when I started. I felt more exhausted when I started than I do now. So if anyone ever watches back the VOD, you'll see at the beginning I'm like, life is miserable. But anyhow, we're here. Get a honey sponsorship. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yes. Hemorrhoid cream companies. That would be that. I think I'd do a great job there. Breaking out of the brick wall basement? No, never. That's where we live now. I'd also do a good like anything to do with fiber. I like to promote eating a lot of fiber. Thank you, Ian. Yes, go enjoy. I'll probably head off soon myself. I'm getting a little bit peckish. It's almost like terrible platform for live streaming on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Jackson's back. You're ready today for extreme farting? I also love your name, Lord. That is Lord Fartquards. That's hilarious. It's like if Shrek and Lord Farquaad had a baby, you know? I think I asked to show Bob's. Get wrecked. No stress, Muzzle Maku. Thank you so much. We'll see you whenever we see you. And if we never see you again, thank you for entertaining us for today at least. But goodbye. Bye. Show me a dance move. Oh, show me a dance once. I don't know what can I do like that looks convincing sitting now. Okay, ready? Do you know what I actually want to learn? Sims 3 dance. That's what I want to learn. That's what I want to make my thing. What shoes should men wear? I mean, whatever they feel comfortable. Whatever works for them. Hi, doctor. I'm well. I hope you're well too. Hydrate. I didn't bring my drink bottle up, but I'll be ending soon, so I'll just drink offline. It's the end of my shift, so now it's time to go home. We'll see you next time. All I'm talking about this is I need to find a hot dentist. Exactly. Go get some white teeth. Also, the sun is causing a massive shadow on me. So, yeah, now's a good time to run if anyone wants to head off, because I'm going to be wrapping up myself shortly. If you dropped all those frames, there should be a terrible mess on the floor. Well, I hate to break it to you that it is a little bit messy down there. What message got banned? Oh, yeah. So YouTube, we're still learning as well. Some messages that get allowed don't turn up on my end, which is weird. And so I don't really want to have another YouTube chat open to monitor it because I like what I've got at the moment. But anyhow, his answer to bias and echo chambers. Oh, this is Dreg. Okay, is by shaming neutrality more than everything else, knowing that even if your exact opposite can at least agree on that, that you can agree on being opposites. The point is exploring the field of ideology more than finding the perfect protagonist faction. Kind of highlights the informative qualities that are unique to satire and hard to make use of in an unironic setting. I think I'm gonna love them. I think if this is your way of promoting drag, I think I'm gonna love them. Oh my gosh, isn't that crazy? Hey Kelpie, yapping is the best part. That's why I like being here. Thank you. Hemorrhoid cream is great for bags on the eyes. Really? Wait, Miscongeniality? I don't remember that from Miscongeniality. Oh my god, I love your accent. Thank you, Matthew. Yes, I like my overalls. You'll see plenty of them. You have nice teeth. Thank you. Much appreciated. They were very expensive. They're real, but in the way of looking nice. Dentist and orthodontist combination. I miss your K-pop moves. Aw, that's cute. Filming from a potato. How'd you know? How could you tell? Actually, Prodigy? Who? Not me. Oh, as in the dancing? That is not a dance. You're so right. Never see you again. Okay. You know you're getting old when you look forward to a good bowel movement more than an orgasm. It's okay. It reminds me of a Black Mirror episode, the one that's based on Star Trek. And so basically, for those who don't know, there's this guy who shrinks down people and puts them in his computer and it looks like Star Trek. And there's a part where they show the fact that they don't have any genitals, so it's like a Ken doll down there or a Barbie doll. and it's so that they don't have sex with each other, because basically that's what was happening, is they get so bored that they just kind of try and have some fun. But when the fact that they've programmed it to not have anything going on down there, there's a line that just stuck with me. It's been years now, and it was like, we can't even enjoy the feeling of a good shit. And it just got me. I was like, yeah, that's so true. Like, you just can't, like, they just want to have a nice, like, sit down and just go, oh, that felt good. And I'm like, I feel so sorry for them. They don't even have the enjoyment of taking a good crap. It's like, poor Black Mirror episode. Anyway, Azbeka, thank you so much for the gifted sub. That is very kind. That is so kind. How are you? I'm well, princess. How are you? There you go, Booby, you're back. No super chat. So gifts. I don't have enough people cash popping. I think that I have to have 500 subscribers before I'm able to monetize anything on YouTube. But I do have it on Twitch, and I also have the ability to do just regular donations. Although I think I'll have to teach my bot how to give that command in YouTube chat. Anyhow, hopefully that answered your question. Your lips are perfect. I Thank you. It's subjective. I guess I got the hiccups now. Anyhow, moving on. There's a very American thing in Australia. Oh, this is the echo chambers. There's not much variation for the major political parties as we have compulsory voting, so our parties cater to the masses, not the ideological extremes. Yes, this is also true of Australia as one of the reasons I'm pro-compulsory voting. The episode is so good, I don't know why people hate it. Do they really? Yes, my eyes are brown. You are correct about that. Yes, they have 2 episodes, don't they? It's... they're blended together. I can't remember which one is which, but just that concept in general, I suppose. Hi, Ask. How you going? Sandra... Oh, there we go. Sandra Bullock famously popularized using Preparation H, a hemorrhoid cream under the eyes. That's so funny. Oh, my God. Oh, Miss Congeniality 2. That's why I might not remember it, because I watched Miss Congeniality 1 not too long ago. I loved it, but I haven't seen the second one. The cream works as a vasoconstrictor to temporarily shrink blood vessels. However, dermatologists generally advise against this as it can cause irritation, skin thinning, and eye damage. All right, there we go. As a Star Trek fan, I love those episodes of Black Mirror. Cool. Your lips are imperfect? Now we're talking. Not any merch at this stage. I was supposed to make some a couple of years ago, but I then started making it and it freaked me out because there are like 6 black shirts and I'm like, I don't know how to choose a black shirt. And that is a flaw and fault of mine and mine alone, but I'll get over it one time. Thank you, Nine Fox, for sharing the tip as well. And thank you for the resub.
Scream wave.
Hi. I vote for a zipped hoodie. Yes, just merch in general. I'm working on it. I promise. In America, both of the major parties are economically right-wing and intellectually dishonest as fuck about the concept of left and right regarding school curriculum and legacy media. That went over my head a little bit, I will admit, so I will back out of this. They're dishonest. They're dishonest about the concept. That's what I mean. Okay, that is what I missed. I was like, why is that not computing? But it's because the AF messed me. Okay, they're dishonest about the concept of left and right regarding school curriculum and legacy media. There we go. Thank you so much for all of the follows and the new subs as well. Just it's a pleasure to see new people popping in, and also old people. But it's cool. It's cool to see more people contributing, I think is a way to put it. John Scalzi has a lot of cool books, and Red Shirts was my gateway book. Now I follow him on Blue Sky, and that is the weirdest thing to me. Oh my God. Yeah, I haven't used Blue Sky at all. Imagine watching the Prime Minister Pig episode. That was my parents' Rupoto. So I was raving about Black Mirror, but the first Black Mirror episode I watched was season 3, the one with the actor's name is escaping me, the redhead who is in that social media like, and it's just everything is trying to be perfect and you're based on your rating. And so that was my introduction to Black Mirror, which I think is a very good introduction. And so I was raving about it, and then my parents tried it, and they're a bit more conservative, let's say, and so they didn't watch a single extra episode because they were too freaked out by the pig fucking. But I will say that on my review, I thought it was an excellent episode. It just goes to show how just how messed up influence can be, and it just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hi, Gary. I'm not old, I'm minor. Well, you shouldn't be on the internet then. I'm only 24. Yes, you're one of the young ones though. Let's have a baby together. I'd rather not if I have a choice in this. Please. Hi, No Limits. Don't listen to what my knees say. Hilarious. Libraries do rock. Let me get you pregnant. No. I'm gonna put it out there. My answer, no. But nice try. At least you asked. Google might be conflicting Sandy B's real skincare, but that was from the first Miss Congeniality. Oh, never mind. I remember Michael Caine giving it to her. Hemorrhoid ointment. You think the judges will look that closely? Ah, okay. I don't remember it from the first one at all. No Limits. Welcome to the internet. People like to make a lot of comments and the same comments over and over again. They think they're original. They're not original. How many times do you think I've heard, is it pink today alone? 0, because no one said it. But I have read it many times. Anyway, moving on. I know what I'm going to watch after Clem's stream is over, some Black Mirror. Yeah, I haven't watched the latest season, so that's something I'll have to look into. Yeah, no, not everyone's like that, No Limits. We got a lot of normal people. Well, actually, we don't have any normal people, but we've got a lot of people who are not crass. So it's just there are also a lot of people who think they're funny, I guess. When I'm the comedian with my okay, shut up. Anyhow, what's your thoughts on Deja Vu? I feel like I've heard this one before. I'm not so Anyway. All right, guys. I think I don't have anything else to add. Let me think about it. Oh, first I can say thank you to Obi. That is very kind. You calling not crash, bitch.
Happy 43 months. Belated
Thank
answer
you
to life
so
is 42 months. Almost to the 4 years. Clem less than 3 less than 3.
Thank you, Obi. Very kind. I am very appreciative of the ongoing support, and you're just being an amazing person. Thank you, thank you. Comedy time? Not over here. If you're looking for comedy, you are in the wrong place. You know, give me a minute to warm up. At least that's a new one. No, you're so fine, Side Warlock. I am aware how the backdrop looks, but I don't know how to combat the fact that I am not a comedian. Yeah, we need to go pick up the frames exactly. These used to be the extent we needed to dig to find a helpful. Oh, this is for the politics. So going full Mad King mode. Mad King. Anyway, I do not have the capacity to cover politics, so I shall let you guys discuss without my contributions. Okay, is there anything here that I have open that I want to keep Greasy Strangler up? Oops. Oh yeah, can you pass me the up, dog? What's the command? What's the quick command for opening a recently closed tab? Can someone remind me, please? The only thing funny about this place is chat. It's true. It's true. The only reason people get laughs are from me reading out other people's comments. Ooh, 666, nice. Good crack, thank you. Shout out to the mods indeed. Control-Shift-T. Okay, one moment. Oh, that was humanism. Okay, cool. I want to keep that open. I want to learn more about humanism. Movie night tomorrow? I do want to do a movie night this week. I have to look at time zones and what suits. I definitely want to do... So I'll be away next weekend, but I'll be streaming during the week. But the week after, definitely the first week of May, we'll find a consistency. Which mobile are you using? I am not using a mobile. I am on my PC. So maybe that's... Yeah. Anyway, it is a very fancy camera. Control-Shift-D. Cool. So, I wanted to see. Apparently, I look like this girl. I see it. I feel like, especially if I do this crazy smile, I can definitely see it. I don't know how to make this big, full screen. Pause. Okay. Anyhow. I can be funny. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, not the girl from the middle. This is a different girl. So I am going to do this as a bit of a test because I was, for those who are new-ish, we used to do React streams. And I want to double check that things work. So I'm going to watch whoever this is. And you guys can comment on whether or not we look the same. Just stopping aside there from the thunder that you're doing stand-up. No. You look like this _Clementine_girl I've seen online. That sounds like an imposter. Okay, it's stand up. No, it's not even stand up. It's just sit down. Okay, she is in fat. Okay, here we go. Do I look like this chick? What do you guys reckon? I can see it. I feel like we can pass for siblings, maybe. Shall we watch it? Sorry if this blasts your eardrums. Maybe I should not put it that high. Okay, ready? Cousins? Okay. Little bit. Let's watch it with personality, though.
Can you pass me the up dog?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
No, no. Can you pass me the up dog?
Who?
Not who.
Asked.
Dude.
They seem a little bit drunk.
Okay.
See, I feel like
You're very
that's a
cute,
mannerism
but-
I have.
Can you pass me the up dog? Up dog? Can you pass me
Just
it?
not
You want me
compute.
to put my hand in your ass?
No, what? Can you pass me the up dog?
I have never seen this before. I feel like at first I thought maybe it was scripted, but then I was like, I think they're just a little bit drunk, you know? You know? I've seeing it more. Yeah, I think the mannerisms really sell it. There are a lot of mannerisms there that I know that a lot of people think that I'm usually calm and cool by nature. That seems to be the vibe that I give off, but I'm a little bit odd. You do not look like a small chicken. Damn, that's what I was going for, though. That's what I was going for. Anyhow, but yes, the eyes, the like, especially when she's like, I feel like, yeah, cousins. Maybe not siblings, but cousins, not distant cousins. I think that we could, I was just like, oh yeah, this is my cousin. Yeah, a Xerox and Xerox. A drunk Clement. Yeah, I think that's why it feels like they're drunk, because I'm like, that just looks like me when I'm drunk. You have a more chiseled face. I think you mean that I have high cheekbones. I think that my cheekbones are higher than hers.
Pass me the up dog.
Oh, maybe not. She does have quite high cheekbones. Maybe I'm just the like I'm the malnourished version. Just a little bit odd. Just a little. Yeah, she was not having a bar of it, right? Her and overprotective girlfriend mixed. I get it. I could use her ID. That's a good way of putting it. And then I'm like, oh, I just dyed my hair. Yeah. We have case closed. Very close cousins. Gross. Schmick. Two best friends. All right. On that note. Gross. I've got nothing else to say. It's after midday. Time for me to go and play and get some food in me because I haven't eaten yet. So I can definitely feel myself ready for my morsels. But thank you guys for turning up today. I really appreciate you not giving me more of a headache. Good afternoon. Hi, Wildrith. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been cool having new people join as well. And so it's awesome to see the community grow and embrace one another. Hot. And is there anything else I want to say? Just yeah, thanks for the ongoing support. If you've enjoyed yourself, consider following, consider subscribing. The VODs are available on YouTube if you want to check that out under the live channel. I'm not sure what happened with the drop frames today. I can see that there was an issue. I don't know why, but hopefully it's not too bad on the VOD. What is this live about? Nonsense. That's all. We just turn up and we have a corridor conversation, and yeah, join the Discord. We're gonna do a movie night at some point. Movie nights will be returning. All the fucking links, yeah, whatever. There we go. I don't know if that's in YouTube. I'm working on the robots. They will share all the links in the YouTube channel eventually as well. Thanks. Thank you, Nine Fox. That's very kind. Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm really glad that I went live today. I think is all I want to say. Is even through all of the ridiculousness, there were some cool things that I learnt already. It was fun to just chat in general. I really do love just chatting. And actually, that's a little gremlin that I wanted to address. In terms of games, I am going to bring back gaming. It's probably going to look a little bit different. Because I have realized that I enjoy yapping more than I enjoy gaming live. And so it's probably going to be sessions like this in the morning like we've done. And then I'll end stream and go have a full lunch. And then gaming will be in the afternoon. So the Europeans will be, and the Americans might be able to watch, but the Aussies could be okay. The Kiwis might be in bed, but it's just going to be a little bit different to how we used to do things. I basically want to separate my just chatting and my gaming, because I think that will make me enjoy it more. And it will also mean that I'll probably be live streaming my gameplay
doing my
stuff
part.
on the gameplay YouTube channel. But we're figuring it out, and I'm looking at a game to play. I just haven't decided on what that is. So if you guys want to help me make a decision, join the Discord and tell me what you want to see. From Indonesia, hi, how you going? I am New Girl, hi, hello. Is there anything else I wanted to address? It was wonderful seeing you. Thank you, Night Warrior. Thanks for the compliment. Positive thought for the weekend. I'm going to use a quote that I've said on stream before, I guess. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, and the second best time to plant it is today. So if there's anything that you want to do, then, you know, there's always time is basically the motto of that. The motto of that quote is, don't feel like you've missed your opportunity. You can always do the thing whenever you choose to do the thing. And you know what? If it's not today, it can be tomorrow as well. You got this, I guess. Yeah, I'm a cartoon artist. That's very cool. That is very, very cool. Nice to have a wee chin wag with you guys. Exactly right. Oh, the vertical framing makes it look AI? The bot in front of the brick wall. I don't know, man. We'll have a little look at it. What about the day after tomorrow? That doesn't exist. That doesn't exist, so it's fine. Jin race you to the bridge, very sweet. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I'm really enjoying myself, and I'm really glad that I can turn up and just have a little bit of fun, even if it is without anything in particular. I think I'm finding my feet again, and I'm really glad to have you guys be there to point at them and say they're in your socks. I don't know. Anyway, you're the bot. Okay. Anyway, guys, shall we try and raid today? That could be something that we do. I usually don't raid because it annoys me. But maybe we'll spread some love today. All right. Where can we send you guys to? Oh my god, this is always why I don't like raiding. It makes me very nervous. It makes me nervous. I don't like it. It's hard to choose. It's too hard to choose. You should be a voice actor. Thank you. That would be my dream job, funnily enough. I hope it's not AI, otherwise I'm going to have to ask my manufacturer a few questions. Turn off YouTube so they don't get confused. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Okay, doke. I will send you guys to this person.
I'm doing
I've
my
never
part.
seen them before. But we have a similar name with the X in front of it. So they seem to be celebrating. Their name is, I don't know how they would like to pronounce it, but this is over on Twitch. If you guys want to join, if you're from YouTube, X Jessica, but it's spelled Jessica CIA instead of just CA. So I better make that right. Anyway, we'll go say hi. We'll go say hi. So we'll go give them some love over in their channel. Yeah, Jessica from the CIA. I don't know why she's being so open about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. But it was good to see everyone. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm done now. Bye.